guys, my name is ChadChad. Not really. And to be honest, I've been in a bit of a slump recently. And to get out of those, I usually do stuff like go for a quick run,
Keep a green crayon,
read a good book, spend quality time with friends.
This is the Colorado Winner Man.
Unfortunately, I've been doom scrolling so much that getting this TikTok is a daily achievement at this point.
Join me and let's go take some deep breaths.
And you know what they say, with great screen time comes great responsibility to complain about it. So let me tell you about this fucking bullshit that I hate. The vertical show epidemic hit TikTok years ago at this point, and while they're pretty cringy and bad, they're cringy and bad in an endearing way. No matter how nonsensical they get or how many alpha, werewolf, stepbrother, professor, billionaire CEOs they have, they were still created by someone. There were producers, actors, editors, jobs were created, and people got paid. But when you take all of those redeeming qualities away, you get AI vertical show garbage that I don't find endearing in any way. I find it end-nearing, because we're killing the planet for this. The spoiled tomato is the hidden cherry queen. Just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? This AI show is about a tomato maid living in a fruit kingdom where everyone around her bullies her all the time. Actually, no, I can't say bullied because that severely minimizes how the other fruit are treating her, so let me rephrase. They are constantly beating the ever-loving pulp out of her. And we don't really know why they're doing this. She does have a flashback to her childhood where we see her parents were royalty before they were attacked. And because of this, she had to go into hiding by transforming from her cherry self into her rotting tomato self. However, this guy, the one holding the sword, so I'm assuming he's the one hunting down her family, just walks right past them.
Find the royal hair! Leave no one alive!
So it kind of seems like the tomato transformation was overkill. This guy can't even find you when you're standing right next to him. I'm not worried about him. Also, if they ever find out she's secretly the cherry queen, what are they gonna do? They're already locking her up and beating the shit out of her. Jesus Christ! We're already at worst case scenario here. They're constantly throwing her into piles of mud and calling her names. I mean, technically named because they keep saying the same thing over and over and over and over again.
Rotten tomato.
Rotten tomato. Rotten tomato. Rotten tomato.
Rotten tomato. Rotten tomato.
Do you guys have, like, any other vocabulary?
Rotten tomato.
And she never does anything except sit there and let them do this. No matter what they're doing, she just sits there. Ew. Like, girl, that's not what we meant when we said let them. Are your peers beating your ass? Let them. Are they locking you away in condemned buildings? Let them. Are they trying to melt the flesh from your bones using toxic acid? Let them. The most she ever does is smirk every now and then. My God, we keep having these close-ups where she's having a badass moment and she goes like this. Girl, stop smirking and do something about it. She just did it again.
she belongs in the trash!
I mean, I get it. I smirk all the time. While thinking about today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by Chime. As someone who grew up knowing less about money than I did about how to wear anything other than basketball shorts, I thought the most important thing to do with savings was leave them alone. But then I learned the best thing to do is put them somewhere they're gonna make you more money. Like Chime's high yield savings account that earns a 3.75% APY. With a 3.75 APY, which means annual percentage yield and measures how much interest your savings earn, you get in a little over a month what would take a full year with a regular savings account. So if you had $10,000, nice, with Chime's 3.75% APY, you'd make $375 a year instead of the $38-ish you'd make with a regular savings account. Nice. Plus, with the Chime app, you can set savings goals or set a percentage of every paycheck to go straight to savings. And with their roundup feature, you can save money automatically by having your purchases round up to the nearest dollar. So for example, if you bought this mini golf toilet set for $13.37, you just sent 63 cents to your savings account, and you have a Christmas gift for your mother-in-law. So if you want to check them out and make the switch to Chime, just click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to go to chime.com/ChadChad. That's chime.com/ChadChad. Thank you to Chime for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. Her main bully is this strawberry lady, who I think is a princess and also the daughter of this blueberry lady and this blueberry guy, so her mom might have some explaining to do. Queen Blueberry announces that the Blackberry Tyrant will be arriving soon. They also call him the Supreme Leader.
The supreme ruler, Xavier the Blackberry Tyrant, is is gracing our estate tonight.
And I don't think they ever call him that again, so I don't know what that meant. Also, Blackberry Tyrant is very close to being Blackberry Currant, so he sounds delicious. And she says everything needs to be perfect because apparently they're trying to set up their strawberry daughter with this guy.
This is Chloe's moment to secure her throne.
Except she already has a crown. Her whole family does. They live in a castle. So why does she need to marry this guy? So she can have 2 crowns? Girl, just go to a dentist. Also, trying to marry your daughter off to a guy called the Tyrant is crazy. They must hate her ass. The first 26 episodes of this show are literally just this tomato lady getting beat up. The princess is beating her up. Her fellow servants are beating her up. This blueberry guy is beating her up, who I thought was her dad, but now it looks like he might be her boyfriend or her personal servant / butler. I don't know who he's supposed to be. I don't think the AI does either. But everything is super graphic, like to the point that I'm gonna have to blur most of this out so that it doesn't get age restricted on YouTube, which is crazy because this is on TikTok where anyone, including kids, can watch it freely. I guess it's fine though because this isn't technically blood squirting graphically out of the lacerations on her back. It's actually ketchup. So this is fine. Guys, if this was like a real movie, if this was a live action movie in theaters, it would be rated R. This is what they are showing kids on TikTok. Just full on violence and gore. That's straight up gore of my comfort character. I also just want to note that I'm doing a lot to make this story palatable. There's so much weird side shit going on, like randomly the strawberry princess lady gets dry skin because she's faking her strawberry essence by using stolen royal juice.
It's gone! 15 stolen juice! Gone!
Okay. What the fuck does that mean? No one else needs juice. Her mom, who is a queen and a blueberry, doesn't need royal juice to be her blueberry mom, who is queen. And then she has this aha moment where she's like, ah, the tomato.
The rotten tomato. Her acid blood. Fight fire with fire.
Oh, I'm out of my royal juice that makes me look like a strawberry, so let me get the biggest syringe anyone's ever seen in their life and steal some acid blood from this stinky, rotting tomato. That will fix my current problem. Fuck off, AI. Kill yourself. Go short circuit. Every plot point only exists so it can trigger another extremely graphic scene that will grab people's attention. Like, for example, the Blackberry Tyrant has a super sense of smell, and he can smell the tomato lady's true scent, aka her royal cherry scent,
the pure bloodline,
which naturally leads to him attacking her as well.
The pure blood I've been searching for is this pathetic piece of trash.
Of course he does. Her love interest, spoilers, sorry, just choked her and crushed her windpipe. Aw, how romantic. What a lovely series that TikTok allows to stay on their platform. Finally, it's time for her to reveal her true form, but right before she does, the Blackberry Tyrant goes up to her and starts making out with her. Ew. Gross, why are these noises happening? He also does this right after she says the words, let go of me.
Let go of me!
A pox upon thee, AI. Spilt coffee on thou keyboard, post haste. After she has her transformation, everyone falls to the ground and starts throwing up. Why is he throwing up? What is happening? The fuck? Why is everyone throwing up? Typically when debuting a new look, this is not the response you want, but she seems pretty happy with it. She exposes the strawberry lady for faking her strawberry essence.
Let's show the world how a pathetic fake saint was born.
No! Turn it off! That's not me! It's a fake!
No, that's not me. That's fake. That's AI. She also exposes her for tax evasion. Tax evasion? No! Illegal water extraction, which is really funny because it's like the AI thought it hadn't been clearly communicated enough to us that this is the villain of the story. It's like it needed to add one more thing, but then it's kind of the least bad thing she's done. She's abused people for years, tortured her servants physically and psychologically, and to top it all off, she didn't file her W-2. And then the show ends with the now Cherry Queen making out with the Blackberry Tyrant even though he just physically attacked her a few episodes ago.
My queen, may I brand your fruit now?
You are mine now, tyrant.
May I brand your fruit now? Does he mean like put one of those produce stickers on her? Incredible. Incredible. And by incredible, I mean fucking abhorrent. Boo! Tomato, tomato! I mean, cherry, cherry. I don't know why fruit has become the AI character staple, because I think historically characters shaped like fruits and veggies have been made to appeal to kids. And now it feels like the same thing is happening here, except the fruits and veggies are banging each other. You would never see this anywhere except the Wild West of TikTok and Instagram Reels. Like imagine you're watching VeggieTales and then suddenly the potato guy's boobs are out. That would never happen. He doesn't even have boobs. Or a belly button. I also kept getting recommended this show. I keep using air quotes because I'm morally opposed to calling this a show. Revenge of the Pregnant Seahorse is about this seahorse named Sean. There's actually names in this one. Let's go. The bar is in hell. I'm in hell. I'm here too. Sean is married to this seahorse lady who is a millionaire CEO of a company conglomerate conference corporation.
Consorteration.
Consofferate.
Consurretion! Fun fact, if you didn't know, male seahorses are actually the ones who get pregnant. They're the ones who give birth. So this story is a modern, fun, not really, take on that whole process, but they go a step further. What if men and women seahorses swapped the rest of their roles? What if men were the ones making lunch for their wives? Aww. And what if women were the ones getting their husbands pregnant and then cheating on them immediately with their best friend? Aww. Unfortunately, Sean's wife is mad at him because he keeps giving birth to girls, and also because the pregnancy has made his stomach droopy, but there's literally zero attempt to explain why she needs him to give birth to a son. Once again, she's the CEO of her company conglomerate consortium, and she controls the entire fortune. So it's not like women aren't allowed to run things in this universe. It's like ChatGPT just had to put misogyny in there somewhere, even though the entire story is about how gender roles are swapped. If anything, she should be getting mad at him for not giving her a daughter yet. They should have a gender reveal party, and when she sees the cake is blue, she gets so angry she smashes the cake in front of their friends and family. If we're going for realism here. Unfortunately, Sean's wife cheats on him with his best friend's seahorse named Ryan, who constantly switches from having an American accent to having a British one.
If Ellie finds out my pouch is empty, she'll dump me!
I need an heir. A fake one.
Why did he just become British?
This little bastard will be the Carter family's golden grandson.
I will rule that mansion forever.
He just had like 3 different voice changes. Sean ends up walking in on them and getting really upset, so naturally she tries to kill him.
Don't you dare touch him! Get your filthy hands off me!
What the fuck is that ring made out of? Jesus Christ!
Sign it and get out of my sight.
A divorce?
Actually, it's a Dion Cree. She just served him a Dion Cree. Girl, if you're gonna leave him for dead, is it really necessary to also serve him divorce papers? That's just salt in the wound at that point. Of which he has many. He's bleeding out. Okay, so they just fucking killed him. He's dead now. But Sean is rescued by the seahorse version of Master Splinter, who apparently went through this exact same situation before.
We share the same scars.
I mean, you didn't have to tear your shirt. You could have just taken the shirt off. There's no rush. This guy rehabilitates Sean physically and mentally by teaching him valuable life skills.
Get up! Is that all you got?
He's learning how to fight.
Rework the data.
Okay, so he's learning how to trade stocks. He's on his grind.
Walk with power.
Okay, he's taking etiquette classes. What the fuck? Ah, man, your wife cheated on you with your best friend and tried to kill you? This never would have happened if you knew about the S&P 500. You would have known not to invest in that relationship, idiot. He even helped Sean get plastic surgery.
Patient is ready for the pouch microsurgery. No anesthesia, as requested.
Why?
Cutting away the loose flesh now.
Oh, he's getting a mommy makeover. Good for him. By the way, almost all of these AI shows have a habit of sexualizing every single female character. What a shock. Fork found in kitchen. It also has boobs. No matter how small the character's role is, no matter what the character's role is.
Almost done with the pouch. Moving to the shoulder wound.
Is this even a doctor? She's not wearing appropriate attire. And it's just another way these shows farm views and attention by making sure anytime a woman is on screen, she looks like this. Finally, Sean reemerges in society as the new and improved version of himself that looks exactly the same as he did before. His evil ex-wife doesn't recognize him though, even though he only got plastic surgery on his stomach. So I guess it's just because his aura is so strong now, it's throwing her off. Wait, that guy kind of looks like my ex-husband. So anyway, you gotta buy low, then sell high. Never mind. My ex-husband would never know that. Even though his ex-wife is currently married to his ex-best friend Sean, the British-American guy, she starts trying to woo Sean by sending him 6 sports cars and $10 million.
Order the limited edition sports car immediately. And the diamond cufflinks, send them to his address.
President Ellie has sent 3 more sports cars.
Just throw the keys in the drawer.
She also sent a yacht ownership certificate.
The fish is biting hard.
What is this? A $10 million transfer to this Leon?
She sent him $10 million? I mean, count me in, governor. Give me your golden eggs, innit? Eventually, she attacks and divorces Ryan too because she has a new man, or thinks she does.
You are cheating on me with that giggalon! How could you do this?
Divorced with nothing. He got the official word. And after finally splitting them up, Sean reveals his true identity by showing her his shoulder.
This scar. This ring. No, this is impossible! There are no such coincidences in this world!
Does it look familiar to you, my dear wife?
Yeah, does this random scar that you've never seen healed before look familiar? Does this look more familiar than the same face I've always had? And then he delivers the ultimate badass outro line.
My pouch is used to nurture hope, not to hold your cheap charity. You never deserve my warmth.
Whoa. That was so sick.
I need to see him!
Seeing? Yeah. She's seeing his dust because he's about to drive off and leave her here.
No, Sean!
Wow. Doesn't she know that his pouch only nurtures hope and warmth? Cringe. This show is unfortunately one of the many examples of AI using pregnancy for weird, usually fetishy clips. Look, there's another like pregnant tomato over here. This is exactly like Elsagate. We're just cycling through the same shit in different mediums. What are we doing? I've seen pregnant fruit, pregnant seahorse, pregnant pink diamond, pregnant Egyptian god. It's the same algorithm exploits we've seen in the past being carried out by colorful, innocuous characters that we usually associate with entertainment made for kids. Not to mention the straight up sexual content in these videos.
I'm going to go slow. Tell me if— Just do it. He's beautiful. Inside. Did that hurt? No. Again. Press another one, please. More. Nana, more. Put yourself inside me. I can feel every inch of you. He's inside me. Completely. I'm taking you to the hospital now. Just hang on.
Luke, kiss me.
Max, get your foot down. I can't see.
Damon.
It's not even subtle at this point. It's just corn. Of corn. And that's not exactly what I want to see when I open my Kalshi promotion app. I mean TikTok. Plus, if I wanted to see Melon squirt, I would just call your mom. Unfortunately, this is what happens when the only prerequisite for making a show is having a generative AI subscription. These things are inherently detrimental because they aren't made to tell a story. They're made to keep us watching for as long as possible. We get trapped into watching them because of the shock value, and then after watching the entire thing, realize that that's the only thing in them. Hey, here's a weird thing. Don't you want some kind of explanation for why this is happening? Well, then watch the next episode, where you won't get any of that. I'm also worried that by flooding the algorithm with shitty, memeable, generative AI, we're being slowly desensitized to the existence of it. I honestly didn't want to make a video about these for a while because I don't want to contribute to that in any way. I don't want my watching these shows and making fun of them to be taken as some kind of acceptance that they exist, or to minimize the ripple effects they cause. Because the issue isn't just that they're dumb and make no sense, it's that they only take things away from us. There's no trade happening, it's only take. It's taking hours of people's lives lives when it took seconds to make. It's taking work away from people who actually give a shit about storytelling. It's taking environmental resources that we need to survive, and it's taking this and this. Take these, take this. Literally, as we speak, there's a company trying to make a data center in Nashville right next to the fucking zoo. Like, how cartoonishly evil can you get? Did an AI vertical show villain decide this? Is that who's managing this project? Hello, my name is Bad, and I'm head of operations for Dookie Ass Fart Shit Incorporated. Recently, I've been scouting the Nashville Zoo for our new exciting expansion strategy, which is to expand our data centers until they're covering every inch of the earth. Here at the Nashville Zoo, they've been working since 1991 to conserve the endangered clouded leopard species, and we're hoping to assist in that process by endangering them even more and putting a huge fucking data center right next to their enclosure. Our data centers are loud and proud and emit streams of constant noise pollution that's audible to humans and, even more so, to animals. Because here at Dookie Shit Fart, we pride ourselves in our consideration of environmental impact. We're constantly considering how to impact the environment as much as possible. Unfortunately, due to the meddling of locals at public hearings and a pesky petition, which is here on screen and linked in the description, there are new proposed bills that would enforce stricter zoning rules and temporarily pause new permits for data centers. We hate when people take action and make a difference in their communities. We can't stand it when people contact their local representatives via email or phone, sign petitions, protest in person and or on social media. Because here at Dookie Fart Butt, we're the only ones allowed to make a stink, not you. So don't even think about doing that stuff I just said if you live in Nashville or an area where we're trying to build a data center. And don't worry, these cute little guys will be great new neighbors of our 69,000 square foot data center. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. There are many things in this world that we don't have enough of. Kindness, for example, and some common fucking sense for another. But more importantly, there is a concerning lack of Cinderella movie adaptations. There's just never enough of them. We've actually talked about a Cinderella movie on this channel before, a long, long time ago in a land far, far away.
Get off my dad!
And now we're gonna do it again, because they keep making Cinderella movies again. I actually found this one on YouTube, but it isn't your typical Cinderella story, because it's about Cinderella in the Caribbean. It's in a different place, so that makes it a different story, too. I was really drawn to the thumbnail because usually Cinderella involves magic and glamorous gowns. But the two characters here look like they just got out of Wednesday night youth group. So I guess the mice are out of a job. What are they gonna do, sew her a pair of capris while they listen to Britt Nicole? Or Brie Nicole? Our Cinderella in this version is named Ashlyn, not Cinderella, not Ella. There's actually no reference whatsoever to the name Cinderella, and if you thought there would be, that's crazy. Why would you think that? What's wrong with you? Ashlyn is a hardworking, full-time student who also interns at an elementary school and also works for an accountant in between classes, just in case you thought she wasn't working hard enough. I like that in order to communicate that she's a good person and a likable character, they have to make sure that she has no time for herself. Look at her! She works 24/7 and can barely afford to rent a studio apartment. This is how we all should be. I think her boss at the accounting firm is supposed to seem like a nice guy, but to me it seems like he's letting her do his whole job for him.
Miller's taxes are done.
Good. How are the Ramsey returns going?
I just finished entering all the tax records they gave us.
You are moving so quickly. I don't know how you do it with everything you're juggling, but you're leaving me in the dust.
Oh.
Ashlyn, can you do this entire tax return that I'm getting paid to do? You're just so much better at accounting than me. Me, the accountant. True to its source material, the movie does have an evil stepmother, and she does wear purple eyeshadow. That's how you know a female character is evil, if she wears purple eyeshadow. She also might be Andrew Tate in disguise because she has a very visceral reaction to Ashlyn offering her non-sparkling water.
Can I get you something to drink?
Oh, something bottled and sparkling.
I have tap water.
Ew.
Which would make sense since they're both known for treating girls like servants. Her stepmom is having a destination wedding and really wants Ashlyn to come, which is confusing because up until this point, her stepmom has apparently wanted nothing to do with her, but she refuses to take no for an answer.
Do you know how much tuition costs? I have to work, so I'm able to afford.
What if I paid for your tuition?
She's even willing to pay thousands and thousands of dollars in tuition so that her stepdaughter, who she hates, will come to her wedding. She explains that family is important to her fiance, and that's why she wants Ashlyn to come so that she can meet him and his son, which actually explains nothing. That's not a good enough reason to take on a massive financial obligation. All of this could have been solved with a single FaceTime call, Miriam. That's the stepmom's name, Miriam. I forgot to say that. Ashlyn finally agrees to go, but only after her stepmom pulls the dead dad card.
Wouldn't your father want you to do this for me? Wouldn't he want you to support our family?
Come on, Ashlyn. Wouldn't your dead dad want you to come to my destination wedding? Wouldn't your dead, buried, and I can't stress this enough, deceased Papa wants you to drop everything in order to spend time with me, a person who doesn't treat you very well? When she gets to the Caribbean, Ashlyn finds out that her stepmom got first-class tickets for everyone except for her, and that they left her at the airport.
This is Miriam Vanderbilt. Please leave me your information so I can return your call. Ciao.
So her stepfamily is mean to her right out the gate. The airport gate. Just a little gate humor for you. Didn't want to gatekeep, wanted to gate give. You know something else that shouldn't be gate kept is today's sponsor. Bombas for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. Her family is staying in this super nice villa, and Ashlyn is forced to stay in a room that everyone else acts like is gross and insulting, but really is just a normal looking room.
Mom thought you'd feel at home in this room.
Thanks.
Whoa, this room is cozy. Is it one of the housekeeper rooms?
We meet her step-siblings, Jerry and Fiona, and all you need to know about them is that they are stupid. They are very dumb, and they don't know anything at all.
I'm a sports statistician.
You misspelled statistician. Whoops!
They also immediately start treating her like she's a servant.
Dinner will be ready soon and the table needs to be set. Get to it.
Because this is a Cinderella movie and they need to stay true to that part of the story, I guess. Even though it doesn't really make sense because Ashlyn is an independent adult who doesn't live with them and has no reason to just do whatever they say. If anything, Ashlyn should be the one telling her stepfamily what to do because they needed her here badly enough to pay for her entire tuition. But asking Ashlyn to do chores is really the meanest thing they do consistently.
You forgot the silverware. Oh, this won't do. Ashlyn, clean out the pool, will you?
It's not like they're locking her in a room or anything, which again, when you consider that she's getting her entire tuition covered, that doesn't seem like that bad of a deal. Ugh, I can't believe I have to take out the trash like twice while I'm on vacation on a beautiful island in exchange for not having to take out student loans. God, I hate my life. We finally get to meet our Prince Charming, but instead of ruling a kingdom, he's ruling the grill. And when he and Ashlyn see each other for the first time, she's so starstruck that she completely forgets how to speak and how to hold a fork.
Oh. Hi.
Sorry, Hi.
I'm Noah.
Ashlyn.
Welcome.
And then he helps her set the table so they can eat their kebabs. Now that's what I call a meet cute. JoJo Siwa dance. What does JoJo Siwa dance mean? I wrote this script a while ago and I have no idea what this means. I don't even know a JoJo Siwa dance. That's not right. JoJo Siwa dance. Okay, I got it. Noah is a structural engineer and says that he likes it aside from all the math he has to do, and Ashlyn jokes that she too has a dislike for math.
I would have avoided anything that involves too much math.
Which would be a totally fine thing to say if she didn't actively work for an accountant.
Oh, I work for an accountant.
They explain this away by her essentially saying, yeah, it's a tax accountant though, so it's not like real math.
It's a tax accountant. I mostly record numbers, data. It's nothing I really have to stew over.
Girl, you're calculating and filing people's entire tax returns, and now you're admitting that you do it without using math? Hey, I just finished filing that tax return for the massive company. Oh, that's great, Ashlyn. Thank you so much. Sure thing. Here you go. Ashlyn, this is a drawing of a boomerang? Yes, you wanted a return. Ashlyn, we can't submit this. The deadline is tomorrow. Oh, come on. I'm sure Toys R Us Incorporated will be just fine. Bruce, the evil stepmother's fiance, even though she hasn't really done anything evil so far, she's been pretty chill, honestly. Her fiance wants to get to know everybody better, so they play a game where they have to guess information about another person.
Favorite sport?
Oh, that's a good one for you. Basketball.
Baseball.
Going with basketball too.
Football.
Football.
That's it.
I got it first.
Of course, Ashlyn knows everything about her stepfamily because she's the good one, but her stepfamily knows nothing about her because they're the bad ones. At one point, they need to guess what her favorite hobby is, and no one has any idea.
Painting. Cleaning.
Reading?
Crocheting. No, I don't know how to crochet.
I thought I'd get it for sure.
So Prince Noah decides to guess fishing.
I know what mine would be, so I'll go with that for a shot in the dark. Fishing?
And he gets it right?
Yes, actually.
Her hobby also happens to be fishing, even though she hasn't talked about fishing this entire time, or made any references to fishing, or hinted that she might be into fishing. Also, why would he guess his own hobby? Like, I know he just met her a couple hours ago, and he barely knows anything about her, but he does know that she's going to school to be a teacher, so why didn't he guess something like reading, or sending people to the principal's office? The evil stepsister Fiona is also into Noah, so she gets jealous of Ashlyn if he so much as glances in her direction.
Fell in love with fly fishing, but it's hard to find the time.
I know what you mean.
Okay, moving on.
So this movie is about two women who want to date a guy who's about to be their legal stepbrother. They're having an incest off, where the winner gets to do incest. Yay! They also barely leave this villa, and whenever they do, the shots look like stock footage. So when I was watching this movie for the first time, I've seen it like 5 times now, I looked up one of these shots and found the stock footage online. So I watched the rest of the movie thinking that they're just in the US somewhere and they're using stock footage to make it seem like they're in the Caribbean, because that would save them so much money on traveling and booking locations. But after I looked into it some more, I found the villa they're staying in, and it actually is in the Caribbean. And that confuses me even more because they actually were in the Caribbean, but chose to show so little of it and film 97% of the scenes indoors. One of the rare times that they do leave, they visit this bird sanctuary where Fiona makes Noah hold her hand and doesn't know what birdseed is.
Here, Noah. I'll share with you.
Oh, thanks. Do you want to just hold it yourself, or?
This is fine. What is this? Bird feed.
What are these seed-looking seeds that we're feeding to the birds? Birdseed? Ew! They're only there for a couple minutes before heading back to the villa where the guys have this conversation.
Any good games done? Football? Excellent.
This sounds like an exchange between two aliens pretending to be human men, but neither of them know that the other one is an alien. Did you see the sports game last night? Yes. Sports. Excellent. Egg salad. Egg salad. A recurring bit in this movie is for characters to not know what something is. For example, Bruce, who is in his 60s, has apparently never encountered a bakery before.
We're leaving for the cake place.
The bakery?
Yes, that. The wedding bakery or whatever they call it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they give samples too.
Yeah, Bruce, that's the whole reason you're going. You know, to try cake for your wedding? Does he know he's getting married? Has anyone told him? While they're at the bakery, Ashlyn and Noah bond over a very deep, very layered conversation.
Wish this had more frosting.
Really?
Yeah, I prefer a 1-to-1 ratio of cake to frosting.
That sounds
delicious.
Horrifying. You can't taste the cake with all that sugar.
Well, that's why you also have fillings.
That part sounds good.
This conversation about cake goes on for 3 minutes. I am not kidding. I love a vanilla cake paired with passion fruit. Well, I'd love for this scene to end. Holy fucking shit. Throughout their trip, Ashlyn's stepmother is constantly pulling her to the side and telling her she's doing something wrong, like she's not smiling enough or she's talking to Noah too much.
You're not being very nice.
What do you mean?
I don't want Bruce feeling like you're against this wedding.
I'm not.
Then stop being so morose.
You need to watch yourself.
Why?
You're here to be a part of the family, but don't get too comfortable. Like with Noah.
She also tries to exclude Ashlyn a couple times so that Fiona and Noah can spend more time together. In fact, she's actively trying to help Fiona get together with Noah.
Do you have a crush already? He's gorgeous. You can't blame me for noticing.
Give it time.
Maybe don't do that. Maybe if one of the roadblocks you're hitting while trying to woo your crush is that they're about to be your legal step-sibling, you shouldn't be giving it time. You should be serving it. The next roughly 15 minutes of the movie is dedicated to the family family going on a boat. We get to watch them have the idea to go out on the boat and then ask who else wants to go on the boat and then hear everyone's reasoning for why they don't want to go on the boat or why they do want to go on the boat. And then we watch them go fishing on the boat while they talk about other times that they went fishing on a boat. And then they take the fish that they caught while they were on the boat back to the villa and they talk about how they're going to prepare the fish for dinner so that they can eat the fish and talk about being on the boat. Fiona sees Ashlyn and Noah walking on the beach and gets very upset. So she sneaks into Ashlyn's room and deletes the research paper she's been working on this entire trip. You know, so that she can do incest instead of Ashlyn doing incest. In order to rewrite her essay, Ashlyn has to stay home and we get to watch the rest of the family order dinner.
Have we all had enough time to decide what to order?
Yes, I think so. Please, start here with Miriam.
I'm still debating.
In that case, please start with Fiona, and we'll have made up our minds by the time you get around the table.
What are you getting?
Not sure. You?
I'm thinking a salad.
I'm thinking of
ending it all.
Usually in Cinderella movies, Prince Charming's valiant act is to find Cinderella amidst a sea of women desperate to marry him. Despite all the odds, despite his face blindness, he finds his one true love. In this one though, he does something far more valiant and brave. He orders her a cup of soup. I think this is why they thought it was important to show the ordering in such detail. Guys, did you fucking see that? Look. Look at this right now. It's crawling! Oh my god! That was just crawling around. I think this is why they thought it was important to show the ordering in such detail, is to show how thoughtful it was of him to do this for her. And listen, I dated a guy who would pick his nose in the movie theater. So I'm no expert in high standards. But isn't this just a decent thing to do? This is something that a friend should do for you if you can't make it to dinner. Why is this the grand romantic gesture of the film? Unless you've got a glass slipper or $1 million hidden under there. Get that soup out of here, you bisque. Her evil stepbrother Jerry has a side plot where he has a gambling addiction, which is probably something they could have spent a little more time fleshing out if they just had any scenes that they could maybe trim down a little bit or trim down a lot or cut out completely. Jerry wants his mom to get Bruce to pay off his gambling debt.
If we ask Bruce.
When? Before the wedding, when he learns about your wasteful habit? Or after, when he'll feel like I lied to him?
But she doesn't want to do that because she loves Bruce and doesn't want to use him for his money. What an evil bitch. Noah begins to pick up on some subtle hints that Ashlyn's stepfamily treats her a little poorly.
Dad, there's something that's been bothering me.
Okay, what?
Have you noticed how Ashlyn is treated differently than Jerry and Fiona?
Meanwhile, her step-siblings have spent the entire movie looking at her like this. Because of this and her stepbrother's attempt to get money from Bruce, the wedding gets called off. At this point in the movie, I'm expecting this to be your typical main conflict that's gonna get resolved within the last 5 minutes, and mostly everyone is gonna live happily ever after. However, I forgot that this movie hasn't made sense so far, so I don't know why I thought it would start to then.
Vipers.
Bruce and Miriam don't get back together. After all of that, they end the movie with Ashlyn and Noah kissing on the beach while Bruce third wheels as a freshly single man. Ashlyn even tells Bruce that Miriam does actually love him.
I think she does love you.
And Bruce still does not give a fuck.
But without trust, I don't think love is enough.
Bruce, when the woman he was deeply in love with yesterday tries to talk to him.
Good night, Miriam.
I think the movie wants us to feel satisfied that Bruce and Miriam aren't getting married, but it's really hard to do that when all Miriam did was offer to pay for her stepdaughter's tuition, ask Ashlyn to clean the pool and run a couple errands, and have a son with a gambling addiction. It's like they assigned her the evil stepmother role and then forgot to have her do anything actually evil, and then they expect us to be happy when she loses her fiance. The accountant was more evil than her. I was so unhappy with this ending that I looked up the studio that made this movie and realized that this is a regular thing for them. They just make movies about white people going on tropical vacations, or white people going to Spain, or white people going to Istanbul, or white people going to... And I think this is pretty genius. I also want to do things that I already wanted to do and find a way to make them tax deductible. And I will.
It's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. That's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. That's a tax write-off. That's a tax write-off. So, we're good, right? Oh, dude. Please. Call me from prison. Take her away! Wait, no! It was a tax write-off! It was a tax write-off! Wait, my shoe fell off! Wait, I got my fucking shoe!
I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys. If you were a woman in the 1600s, your chances of owning a bank account were about 0%. And your chance of being burned alive at the stake for literally no reason at all was not 0%. We don't need to be history buffs to know that the Salem witch trials were a terrible thing that shouldn't have happened, but I did find out the other day that a lot of the hysteria was thanks to doctors claiming that witchcraft was causing illnesses they couldn't figure out. So it's super comforting to know that medical professionals blaming women for health conditions they don't understand yet is a tradition we've carried on for thousands and thousands of years. But it turns out that's not the only modern parallel we can draw from the Salem witch trials, because we're doing them again. All of it. The whole thing. On TikTok. We may not be putting people on legal trial for witchcraft anymore, but that's not going to stop the internet from throwing allegations around.
Makeup is witchcraft. I said what I said. Anytime you have to start trying to cover up and reconstruct your face with different powders and blushes and...
She's wearing lip gloss as she says this, by the way. Lips don't shine like that on their own, by the way. She also keeps mentioning Transformers in this video.
We got the men, you know, these Transformers, they out here looking more feminine than the women.
And I don't really know why. Like, what does putting on a little mascara have to do with the battle between Autobots and the Decepticons? I like how we constantly hear variations of this on how makeup shouldn't be allowed because it changes our appearance too much.
You don't look like that for real. With the makeup on and with the makeup off, you look like two completely different people. You're transforming. It's witchcraft.
Like, okay, since when is changing how something looks a bad thing? Does she also hate it when people paint a room? Whatever you do not renovate your bathroom around this lady. She's gonna freak the fuck out. A lot of these videos frame witches as being this kind of secret agent whose mission is to infiltrate the church.
Okay, this is gonna sound crazy to some of you, but it needs to be said because it's real.
Why did she slap us like that? What did we do? Does she think we're witches?
There are real Satanists from cults and real witches from covens that have been sent on assignment to your church to collect spiritual intel and to release curses.
According to her, witches are the ones to blame for many things happening within the church, like sickness.
And then everyone's confused, right? Like, why is there so much sickness? Why is our worship team always burnt out? Why does it always feel so heavy when we're together?
Divorce.
Why is there so much divorce?
Being poor.
Why is there a lack in finance? Why is this happening? Why is that happening?
The idea of seeing so many people struggle right now, you know, with the economy and other things. And the only thing you can think to blame for it is a secret agent witch. Cody Banks, if he was a witch. This just feels like a way to ignore the root cause of these issues while also shifting responsibility away from the church to actually do anything about them. Oh, there's a family in our church who can't afford groceries this month? Yeah, it's pretty sad. If only there was something we could do. You could, like, buy them groceries? Something we could do about these evil witches. She also lets us know that witches are sometimes sent after specific people.
There was a witch that was sent on assignment against me. She saw my testimony. She got smacked by the glory of God. She repented, turned from her cult, and was born again. Hallelujah.
Kind of like a hitman, but so far the only hits have come from her. So I think her implication is that the witches are sent to find Christians and convert them over to their side, which is terrible. How dare they invade someone else's space and then try and force their beliefs onto people? What a horrible and never been done before thing to do. Thank you to Bombas for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. There's a common message in most of the videos I found that if you can't figure out who the witches are in your church, that's actually a skill issue.
Witches are in the church. And guess what they are good at? Deception. Discernment is the #1 thing that is going to reveal if somebody is operating in something other than the Spirit of God.
They basically say if you can't discern witches from actual Christians in the church, it's because you are a lukewarm Christian and aren't serving God hard enough. Which is exactly what I would say if I was trying to get my entire congregation to distrust each other. Oh, so you love and trust your community? That's actually because you're fucking stupid. There are literally witches serving Satan, and you would know that if you didn't hate God. The word discernment is used a lot in these. It's even considered a spiritual gift.
Now, if you have the Holy Spirit, you get to have all the spiritual gifts that are outlined in the Bible. The spiritual gift of discernment, which many Christians in the lukewarm church or the American church today lack in.
One that you don't get to have if you're a lukewarm Christian. So you better wear a jacket. Prayer, of course, is another good method to keep the witches at bay.
We also should be, as the church, operating in prayer. Corporate prayer. A house that is not built on prayer is honestly set up for failure in one form or another. Probably why prayer is so attacked.
I've heard people say this before, that prayer is under attack, and it makes praying sound very action-packed, which is kind of the opposite of what prayer is. And we now lay her to rest in your eternal kingdom. Amen. Who threw that? Me. Witch. Everyone, I'm discerning that this woman is a witch sent to attack this funeral. Well, I also know how to discern. Break discern on the ground. Discern this. Apparently you don't even have to be a witch to be practicing witchcraft.
Now, sometimes people aren't actively participating in witchcraft and going to church and trying to do all these things. Sometimes they're operating in manipulation and control, which is still witchcraft at its lowest, simplest form. Is control and manipulation.
Hang on a second. Are you telling me my ex-husband was a witch? No wonder he was always flying off the handle. The broom handle? By the way, if you don't spot the witches in your congregation fast enough, they're gonna curse you.
Can witches' curses affect Christians? Most Christians don't believe that they could possibly be cursed by a witch or warlock.
He also says they'll have a much easier time cursing you if you haven't repented for your sins enough.
Unrepentant sin in your life, which is rebellion to the Lord, which many Christians are in.
Or if you're too prideful.
Pride would be #3, which most Christians are walking in. Also, many witches will astral project into your home and then monitor you.
You mean they're gonna project their asses into my home?
Astral project.
I don't see a downside to this. I'm only seeing a backside here. These videos never really specify what's gonna happen after you're cursed by a witch. They mostly just talk about how it will happen and it will be your fault. Like, even if you accept a gift from one, you're screwed.
Also, having anything given to you from a witch or a warlock in your possession, like jewelry, books, clothing, food, which will make a spiritual contract.
Which has got to make church potlucks a little awkward. Rebecca, do you want some chili? Ooh, that looks delish, Stacy, but no, I'm okay. What, you don't like my chili? No, I just couldn't. I'm on a new diet. It's very low cal. I don't want your fucking chili, okay? Why, because you think I'm a witch? No, it's because your chili tastes like fucking ass, Stacy, okay? But on the other hand, if you aren't getting cursed by a witch, it's because you're not enough of a threat to Satan, aka you're still not doing enough for God.
If you have not felt any witchcraft, then you're most likely not a threat to Satan's kingdom, and you're not doing much for God.
So it's bad if you get cursed by a witch, but also bad if you don't get cursed by a witch. Damned if I do and damned if I don't. Me, when I'm a beaver and I'm trying to decide to go to work or not, their qualifications for someone being a witch are also so broad that they can be applied to literally anyone. And they're never actually describing someone who practices witchcraft. They're just describing the supernatural Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs version of a witch.
What does a witch in the church look like. They will usually dress very conservatively, so you wouldn't ever guess that they're a witch.
Oh, dressing modestly means you're a witch? You mean the thing that the church has been telling women to do since forever? Put some clothes on, whore! Okay. Take some clothes off, you witch! Okay. Does this mean that the Duggars are witches? Is that why they had so many kids? So they can Hansel and Gretel them? That's why they've always got the kids cleaning the kitchen, so they can trap them in the oven, like the Visit.
Extremely good at acting godly, give you words from God. They want to put their hands on you in prayer. Their laugh can sound like a cackle.
So if someone dresses modestly, or appears to be a good and godly Christian, or just has a kind of funny laugh, that means that they're a witch? You just incriminated about 95% of any congregation. You just described Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen is a witch now. This is what I mean, dude. Whenever they're describing the big, bad, scary witches, they're actually just describing regular people that we encounter every single day.
These witches are using biblical language. I just came across this lady on TikTok, and gorgeous, so pretty. And that's always something that I know. If someone's beauty is very exaggerated.
So when someone is beautiful, that makes you suspicious of them? Oh wow, you are so pretty. Oh, thank you. Too pretty.
But then my spirit was like, this doesn't sound right. And I went to her page and I was looking at her stuff, and nothing was outwardly witchy. Like, she didn't say she was a witch. There was no information that gave specifically witch.
So you saw a woman on TikTok who wasn't a witch, whose account had nothing to do with being a witch, and by your own admission had nothing outwardly witchy going on, and yet you still came to the conclusion that she's a witch?
Should I go to her link in her bio? And I'm like, oh, this is heavily Christian language. And I said, okay. Witchcraft confirmed.
I wonder where we've seen this kind of thinking before. I wonder if there's any other times in history where women have been labeled as witches despite there being no evidence to back those claims. Their explanation of witches are so dramatic and demonizing that it kind of feels like the Santa Claus for church-attending adults.
The best protection against witchcraft is to forgive everyone. Humble yourself from all pride in your life. Repent for your sins.
If you're good all year and on your very best behavior, then the big bad witches can't project their asses into your room and tell God that you're watching OnlyFans models twerk on dildos shaped like tentacles, okay? It's definitely a type of fear-mongering, but to what end? Like, what is the point in doing this? I'm not actually asking, I just said that for a segue. I know what the reason is. Money! Wow, what a surprising surprise! They're all doing this to sell something on the internet!
I have a book called Freedom from Soul Wounds and Demons.
Not only is he selling a book that teaches you how to protect yourself from witches, he's also selling an online course. Of course! Of course he is! This creator is also selling an online course, which is really funny because of this.
Child, as I'm reading the descriptions, she's like, this course is to help you, find the power within. So this is your daily reminder that the witches are getting really good.
So you saw her selling an online Christian course and decided that that conclusively proves that she's a witch, when you yourself are also selling an online Christian course and a book. These people need to stop writing books and start reading them. Please, touch book. This creator also falls into the selling an online course category, but she belongs in a special subcategory that I found and like to call used to be a witch but then became a Christian and isn't a witch anymore, but now they spill all the insider secrets and all the hot goss about being a witch as a career now on the internet. It's a working title.
I didn't really feel weird about Halloween until I got delivered of demonic spirits. It glorifies demons. It glorifies darkness. It glorifies and celebrates death. It's actually disgusting, some of the Halloween decor that I see on people's front lawns. I can't believe that. How could we put that in our front yard?
You don't like when death is celebrated or when imagery involving death is in people's front yards. You're gonna hate Easter. Wait until I tell you about what happened on the cross, dude. You know, the one that people put in their yards and on their bodies and in their churches? This subcategory is mostly people claiming that practicing witchcraft made them a horrible person while also sounding like they know nothing about witchcraft.
She said, my husband had an affair with a woman at work. How much you charge me to destroy her?
Holy shit, it's an actual witch hitman.
Oh no, it's Agent 666. Wingardium Levio, kill that bitch.
Okay, if your husband is cheating on you, don't hire a witch to kill that woman. Hire a witch to kill your husband.
how much you charge me? I said, I charge you $10,000.
This story is so unrealistic. You're telling me you agreed to kill someone for $10,000? That's it? That barely even covers the cost of materials. Have you ever bought a coffin? That leaves you with like $1,000 profit, max. Guys, who the hell is Max? This grift relies on engaging a Christian audience by demonizing non-Christians. So of course he has to pretend like when he was a witch, he actively hated all Christians.
She said, by the way, she's Christian. I said, well, I do it for free.
It's like in God's Not Dead, when the only way they can portray an atheist character is by making them the evilest person alive.
Oh my god, a puppy! I fucking hate those things. Wow, look at this gorgeous sunset. It makes me sick. Oh my god, is that premarital sex? I fuck with that heavy.
I bought a coffin, I bought 21 candles, I put everything together, and the devil comes in. I could feel his presence coming. She said, how God said to leave her alone. She can't be touched.
Anyone who believes in a god can't be assassinated by witchcraft. Good thing that's a pretty niche demographic. Hey, if you ever have anyone you want to get rid of, just let me know.
Oh wow, thank you.
Unless they like the color blue,
okay.
Or if they've ever stubbed their toe on something,
right.
or if they've ever played or not played the video game Minecraft. Can't do it.
So I was a practicing witch for 10 years, was involved in black magic, rituals, seances, you name it, I was doing it.
I like this one a lot because the pictures she uses to prove she used to do witchcraft are just her wearing eyeshadow and her smoking. Girl, if that's all it takes, I think we all have practiced witchcraft, especially in 2016.
I'm gonna tell you the top 5 ways that the devil deceives Christians into continuing to practice witchcraft even if they've renounced the outward practices that seem more apparent. Number 1, rebellion is witchcraft. So this is rebellion to your husband.
Rebellion to your husband is witchcraft? Is it? Is it really? You know what? If you want to head back to the 1600s when your husband could get you thrown in prison for not making his bread crispy enough, you go right ahead. Enjoy wiping your ass with straw. And bubonic plague. Videos like these and ones that share experiences with witchcraft all have the same purpose of painting witches as these monstrous, comically evil characters that only exist for them to prevail upon.
We had a witch come into our meeting and says, I'm more powerful than Jesus. And I said, oh, that's interesting. And I went over and said, hey, you doing okay? And he says, no, I can't move a muscle in my body. He says, what's going on here? And I said, well, there's someone that's more powerful. Here.
This is just Wattpad for boys. He's basically writing fanfic where he has magical powers and defeats the other guy with magical powers because his magical powers are better and stronger. When they talk about witches, they aren't thinking of a person. It's really just a pawn that they're using in order to win battles, except the battles are invisible and made up, so they win every time. Their message is this double-edged sword that makes you suspicious of your community, mainly women, let's be honest, and paints other religions as something people need to repent and recover from. And since most of this is happening online and is coming from people who are ranting in their rooms or in their cars, it's easy to forget the kind of real world effects this kind of messaging can have and has had historically. The other day I saw this video of a woman getting her hair done at a salon, but for a reason we're going to talk about more in a minute, she has some blood in her hair.
I need you to wash the chicken blood out of her hair.
Wait, why do you have chicken blood in your hair though?
Which is not something that I would personally want to wash out of someone's hair if I was a hairdresser. But these are her friends, they're her regular hairdressers, and they did. They show her transformation at the end, and she looks amazing. Her new hair is clearly giving her a confidence boost because she's smiling and she's glowing. So imagine my confusion when I looked in the comments and saw this. In the name of Jesus, I rebuke any negative energy from this video. Witchcraft is real! That was a destiny swap spell for sure. That was 100% a fate swap. She took someone else's life to better hers. I don't know witchcraft, but I know Jesus, and that isn't right. Nobody's talking about how she looks so drained in the beginning of the video, but at the end, she's literally refreshed. You mean like how people go and get their hair done, and then afterwards they look refreshed because they just got their hair done? Let me not start talking about the pasta ritual that some women do. I don't know what that means. Is that like when you go to Olive Garden and you eat the Alfredo tortellini dish, and it's really, really yummy? I like that ritual. That's a good ritual. People on TikTok immediately started labeling her as a witch, saying that this was some kind of witchcraft where she was trying to swap fates with someone.
That bitch is a witch. That's witchcraft. That's evil as fuck.
But worst of all, claiming that she had cast a spell here that caused the death of her friend's child.
The stylist who washed the chicken blood out of her hair
A baby girl passed away not long after that. That is how dangerous this is. That is how immoral and evil this stuff is.
This video is what inspired me to talk about this because unlike the other ones I've shown, this was directed at an actual person. This was a literal modern day witch hunt.
She's gonna pay for that. The woman who done that is gonna pay for that.
In reality, this woman practices Santeria, which is a religion that started in Afro-Cuban communities. She made a comment explaining this and that the blood was there as part of a protection ritual she was doing for herself because she was about to go on a trip, which has now been deleted because people were harassing her and accusing her of causing the death of one of her loved ones.
And on that day, all I got was a hair rogation. A hair rogation is completely harmless. It's just a head cleansing for like protection. And an animal of choice wasn't even a chicken. I'm not evil, I'm not no demon. I'm not out here trying to get nobody's soul. I'm not sacrificing anything.
This is extremely demonic.
Girl, why is everyone acting like they've never seen blood used in any religion? It's literally used routinely in Christianity.
Her daughter died the next day.
It wasn't the next day, it was months later. This is like saying, oh, I went to church on Sunday and then on Monday, my husband died in a car crash. Clearly it was going to church that made my husband die in a car crash. But still people were commenting stuff like, okay, yeah, it may be part of her religion, but I don't care, there was blood involved. And so if there's blood involved, that makes it bad and scary. And all I have to say to that is, are you fucking dumb? 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 Are you fucking dumb?
This is full-blown demonic, and it is not of God.
It's not of your God.
And you always got to pray.
Guess what praying is? A protection ritual. Guess what she did? A protection ritual. You guys are doing the same shit. You're doing the exact same thing that she was doing, just in different ways. And
There's nothing good about Santeria, these spiritual cleanses, and I'm gonna put an egg cleanse, and I'm gonna sacrifice an animal and put the blood on my head.
You know what's really funny about this talking point is that God literally instructed Moses for every family to sacrifice a lamb and take the blood of the lamb and wipe it over their doors as a protection ritual to protect their firstborns. Animal sacrifice, blood ritual, protection spell. Am I losing my fucking mind? It's the same thing. Do you read the Bible and then get hit by the Men in Black thing that just zaps your memory clean? Is that what's happening? So this is just a friendly reminder that sometimes we see something we don't understand, and sometimes people believe in things that we don't believe in. And during those times, we shouldn't be jumping to conclusions, even if everyone else is. Also, if your religious beliefs are founded in shitting on other people's religious beliefs, that's not a religion, that's just you being a hater. You're just a hating ass bitch, and you would be no matter what your religion was, and that's okay. I mean, it's not, but that's what it is. Anyway, guys, I've got to go fly over El Monte because my friend whose name is Hotel Transylvania needs a ride, so I'll see you next time.
Witch spotted flying on a broom with a body hanging in El Monte.
That looks like people on a broom.
It's Hotel Transylvania.
Hey guys, have you ever wondered what Love Island would be like if instead of an island, it was on a farm, and instead of doing nothing all day, they were picking up cow poop with their bare hands? Well, someone did, because this show exists. I've been watching a lot of reality TV lately because my body is like a Nature Valley bar in the bottom of your purse, falling apart and inedible. Unless you're like really brave. I watched the last season of Love Island. I watched Temptation Island. It's always on an island. I don't know why it can't be anywhere else, like a lagoon, since they're always lagooning. But the one I want to talk to y'all about is Farmer Wants a Wife. Farmer Wants a Wife is a reality TV show about astronauts who want a divorce. Just kidding, you know what it's about. It's literally in the title. It literally explains it. The show technically has been around since 2007, since it has a lot of variations in other countries, like Australia. That's a country, for example. But the US version actually just started in 2023, and just like everything else in this country, it's a fucking disaster. The problem that this show seeks to solve is how difficult it is for farmers to find someone to date.
Is my life.
They highlight how remote these farmers are and how much that limits their options, because it's not like they can date the pigs. Trust me, I've tried. This is one of the first pictures that pops up when you Google the show, by the way. You know, just a normal farming stance that you do on the farm. Me, when I have farm at 6 o'clock, and with great power comes great responsibility at 6:30. In episode 1, we meet the 4 farmers, and as they introduce themselves, every single one of them mentions that they're not the romantic type.
I'm not your
normal romantic.
I would not consider myself a romantic.
I'm usually pretty tight-lipped on things like feelings and emotions.
And as we get to know them a little more, we realize that this was basically just their way of soft launching their avoidant attachment styles.
Edit it like that.
To me, love is more of a feeling as opposed to others who consider it not a feeling. They say stuff like this so frequently that it kind of makes me wonder if anyone let them know they were going on a dating show. You know, a show where you're inevitably gonna need to be romantic and talk about feelings, maybe, probably. This is like going on Jeopardy and being like, yeah, I'm not the best at being asked questions. It's honestly pretty scary for me. Then why did you come here? Oh my God. Phew. You scared me. What's wrong with you? Ah, stop! During one of his first dates, Farmer Allen reveals that he just got out of a relationship 6 months ago, and that the relationship he just got out of was a marriage.
Didn't I tell you I was married?
You were married?
Yeah, I was married to that woman.
And his date, Cassidy Joe, has a very interesting response to this.
You're divorced.
Yes.
I don't really believe in divorce.
You don't believe in it? Like you just don't believe it exists? Like Santa Claus?
Did you try? Like,
Absolutely. Yeah. I tried.
Did you try is such a funny thing to say in response to someone doing something unsuccessfully. Hey, instead of getting a divorce, did you like try having a happy marriage? Did you try that? Did you try having a wife that loved you and didn't fucking hate you? Did you try that? Did you think of that? Each of the farmers have to choose 5 women to come stay on their farms after a round of rapid fire dates with everyone, which are full of the guys reiterating that they are not romantic at all and while looking like they would literally rather be anywhere else. Farmer Ryan, this guy, compliments one of the women by saying this.
You have brown eyes.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
And was this a compliment even? This was more of an observation. He just observed something about her. You are wearing a dress. Thank you. That's fire. Thank you. You're on fire. Thank you. Your dress is on fire. Thank you. At the end of their quick dates, the producers will ask the guys their thoughts about each one, and they really don't like that. But I won't. After the contestants are chosen, they make their way to the farms they'll be living on for the next 6 weeks. Wow. One of the farmers, Landon, has a decaying buck skull on his front porch because nothing says welcome like a visual reminder of your ability to kill. And the women on his farm walk in to realize that they'll be sleeping on bunk beds in his living room.
Oh my gosh, the bunk beds!
I think this is pretty funny because if you remove the novelty of farms from this situation, this is just where some guys live. Like imagine sending 5 women to a guy's 450 square foot apartment where the only furniture is a bench press. The only food is protein powder. His mattress is on the floor. And the show is called Guy Wants a Girlfriend. Maybe, not really. He doesn't believe in labels. He just wants to see how things go, okay? Why are you rushing him? God, he's only 43. After the women arrive to their respective farms, they are immediately put to work.
We're just gonna push those cows down into the pasture. It's important for me to see how the girls work in this environment.
The main factor in their wife search for all these farmers seems to be how much farm work their potential wife will be able to do.
I'm assuming you already like gathered eggs and had breakfast ready?
I don't need a ranch hand. I need someone who's willing to help me on the ranch.
Every farmer consistently talks about needing to know which woman would fit his lifestyle best. And then the lifestyle they want them to fit into is being an unpaid ranch hand.
An extra set of hands just make all the difference in the world.
Yeah, I'm sure a free set of hands makes a lot of difference. It's basically like love and romance on this dating show are second-hand priorities, and the first-hand priority is finding second hands. A second pair of hands. To do farm work for free. And as if that wasn't enough, the farmers also make comments about expecting help with the domestic side of farm life. They'll repeatedly mention how the farmers' homes need a woman's touch.
This is me. It needs a woman's touch a little bit. I know.
We're living in a barn.
Which just adds to the overall vibe of the show that the women are here to work. Oh, I'm sorry. You thought you were a guest here? There's homes that need touching. Bless this house? No. Caress this house. The very first day the women get to Alan's farm, this guy, he has them doing this. It's almost like he was waiting for them to get there before he started this project. He doesn't actually want to date anyone. He just needed this tree cleared. He's probably still married. He has to be. Divorce isn't real. The women continue to do chores throughout the show, even if the farmers aren't around.
Lift with your legs, ladies.
In one episode, they even go as far as packing them all up and taking them to work on a friend's farm.
Guys, this is a longtime friend of mine, Jordan. He's got some calves here. We got to do some vaccinations, little worming, that kind of stuff. Free help, free help. Free help, that's right.
So they're straight up being treated like ranch hands, except worse because they're not getting paid and they have to wake up and do glam makeup and hair every single day. By the way, if the women aren't overjoyed at the opportunity to provide free labor, that literally impacts their likeliness of moving forward in the show.
Sloan seems like a very nice girl,
Well, I'm glad my pants are already ripped.
but she really didn't necessarily jump in there head first.
Yeah, so Sloan actually didn't jump headfirst into a task she's unfamiliar with. She actually didn't smile enough while working for me for free. Something must be wrong with her. It seems less like Alan was expecting 5 women looking for love on his farm and more like he was expecting 5 Paul Bunyans. It just doesn't make sense because the entire entertaining appeal of this show is that it's a bunch of city girls trying out life on the farm. And then the farmers are upset when they don't immediately know how to farm? Huh? Me when I take a fish out of water and then ask it to chop down a tree? Farmer Alan saying this about Sloan is especially unfair considering how willing to help she actually was.
So fun.
But it's okay, don't worry, things ultimately work out because he kicks her off the farm.
I just don't feel that connection between us. I think it's time to send you home.
And that's actually for the best because she deserves better. The women on Ryan's farm, this guy, spend their first evening there cooking an entire meal for everyone.
I think I should slice up some grapes and pop them in here. Yeah, I think that'd be a nice touch.
You know, you may have to spend hours mending a broken fence on the farm, but at least at the end of the day, you still have to cook a meal for a man you don't know. Later on in the show, they actually prep food, arrange tables, and set out all the dishes so that Ryan's friends can come hang out while he does this. This has the same energy as those guys who find random tasks to do so they don't have to help their wife clean when they have people coming over. Babe, I would help you mop the floors, but I have to repave the cul-de-sac. You want me to help cook? Seriously? You're seriously asking me that right now when there are bike chains in the garage that need lubricating. Wow, you know what? You're a real bitch. Something else that really bothered me about this dating show was how little the producers actually planned dates. The show sets up one-on-one dates for each of the farmers once every 2 weeks, okay? The show is 6 weeks long, okay? There are 5 women on each farm, okay? 6 divided by 2 is 3, okay? And 3 does not equal 5. Okay? Which means there are not enough solo dates for each of the women to have one with the farmers. Which means some of these women will spend 6 weeks doing chores on the farm without ever actually dating the farmer. And every date that does happen will have hay. They'll be sitting around hay, they'll be sitting on top of hay, even if it doesn't make sense for hay to be there, it will be there, I guess, just to remind us that we're on a farm in case you forgot. The show will bring everyone together every 2 weeks as well for some kind of group activity, but those aren't dates and the farmers end up talking to each other instead of the women.
I ain't even kissed any of the girls. I ain't even got to that bridge yet.
As far as I can tell, the only other producer involvement is when they periodically will send letters to the farmers, letting them know they need to kick one woman off their farm. But the thing about those is the farmers don't actually have to kick anyone off.
You guys are okay with it? I'll just have all 5 of you stay.
I think every time a letter is sent out, at least one farmer just goes, no. I simply won't be doing that.
I think I need to take a little more time to get to know y'all.
Like, it makes sense the first time because the show sends them a letter after the first day, and that makes literally no sense because it's the first day the women have been there and the farmers haven't interacted with them at all, aside from saying, pick up that stick and put it over there, and your 10 minutes was 2 hours ago. Why are you on your phone? Obviously, Farmer Alan sends Sloan home because as someone who doesn't routinely chop down and clear fallen trees, she didn't know how to chop down and clear fallen trees. But the rest of the farmers don't send anyone home because they don't know these women at all yet.
I just don't think that I can comfortably make a decision tonight to send somebody home.
So honestly, props to them for calling that out and declining to do that.
What we'll do is we won't send anyone home.
Farmer Ryan also doesn't send anyone home, but it's only because he hasn't had a chance to make out with all of them yet. So I don't think he gets any props for that. Call him a mime because of how he doesn't have any props. However, throughout the rest of the show, they keep refusing to send anyone home.
I just can't send anybody home tonight.
I would like for you all to stay another week.
And while I do think that was a reasonable response the first time, it's also kind of crazy that they're allowed to do that. If you agree to go onto a TV show that has a format and established rules, that doesn't really feel like something you're allowed to opt out of. Like, what do you mean the participants of the show don't have to participate in the show? There's literally no stakes if they're allowed to just not do that. I mean, there's a lot of stakes. There's plenty of stakes. Like, there's stakes, but there's no stakes. If you've seen other reality TV dating shows like Love Island, you might be thinking, well, it's probably fine that the show didn't plan a lot of dates because the participants are actively living together so they can just hang out and talk to each other in between planned activities. Except no. No, they apparently can't.
Our ladies have something else on their minds.
One-on-one time, one-on-one time, one-on-one, alone time, one-on-one time.
One of the most recurrent complaints from the women on every farm by far is that the farmers are not talking to them.
What I'm hoping next is that I do get some one-on-one time. I'd really love to get a little bit more attention from him.
I really haven't got a chance to sit down and talk to him.
I need stuff to make me feel comfortable, and that is like being able to pull me one-on-one.
We have had absolutely no one-on-one time.
So I haven't had a lot of one-on-one time with Alan.
To the point that the host of the show literally has to intervene.
I have not gotten to speak to him at all.
The host finds out that Ashley, this woman, has not spoken to Farmer Hunter since their initial 3-minute speed date, and that was 3 weeks ago. The host immediately pulls the guys to the side to have a chat with them.
Hey, gentlemen, come over. Let's have a sidebar.
And basically has to be like, hey, you guys are gonna have to talk to the women on your farm. You can't marry them without talking to them first. That's a different dating show. You're in the wrong one for that. It feels like the show was assuming the farmers would take initiative and try to get to know the women, and the farmers assumed the show would make them get to know the women. So they were kind of just passing the buck around back and forth, the decomposing one. The more time the women are there, the more apparent it becomes that they're barely interacting with the farmers at all in between the planned dates. Aside from chores, don't worry, they're still doing unpaid labor. So many of them don't have any idea where they stand with the farmers, and it's probably because the show is happening at their place of work. Like, if you ask 4 farmers who have admitted multiple times to being inexperienced with dating to choose between dating women or farm, they're going to choose farm. But we have to take it easy on these guys, okay? We can't just expect them to suddenly start dating everyone when they have very little dating experience. That's like asking someone who's never done farm work to do farm work, and if they're not immediately good at it, kicking them off the show. Like, you would never do that. That's just unreasonable. The woman who doesn't believe in divorce, Cassidy Joe, this is her. Cassidy Joe starts complaining that she and Farmer Allen haven't kissed yet and that she needs that physical affection.
I guess I wish we would have had a kiss.
I think it's going.
I know that I need that affection, right? Physical touch.
Maybe she should go to Ryan's farm. There's plenty of that to go around over there. But she starts being really weird about this.
I don't want to be too aggressive, but I want to show that I like him. I want to kiss you.
Even though Farmer Allen hasn't kissed any of the women on his farm and specifically set a boundary that he likes to move slowly.
I understand it all, but it doesn't mean I want to have him, give him the space. I want to go, why don't you want to kiss me? I'm like a little kid.
Yes, you are, because you're throwing a tantrum like a little baby. She ends up throwing such a fit about this that he gives her a peck simply to appease her.
Kiss me, please.
Here.
Which is so fucked up. I don't have anything funny to say about this. I can't believe she didn't get kicked off the show immediately. So yeah, don't be like Cassidy Joe, who doesn't believe in divorce or apparently consent. As I've already mentioned, Ryan has no problem showing the women on his farm physical affection. He also has no problem doing it in front of people.
I can be romantic on my own way,
including the other women on his farm who are romantically interested in him and who he's also been kissing, sometimes hours before. For example, Haley, this woman, sees Ryan locking arms with someone else and has a justified response.
This man acts like he likes me. He doesn't. If Ryan doesn't want me here, I don't want to be here.
And she ends up confronting him in a very collected, very articulate way, okay? This is important.
The person you pick has to pick you back.
Yeah.
Like, you have to form a connection.
And then they make out. A lot. Which is crazy because right after this, Ryan starts questioning if he even likes her anymore because she's too emotional.
I'm not sure how a relationship with her would be because she's so much more emotional than the other girls.
Bro, what are you talking about? She simply reacted to you holding hands with someone else when she has feelings for you, and you've been telling her that you have feelings for her too, and she didn't even cry in front of you. She went into a porta potty to cry. Arguably the worst place to cry. He ends up confronting her about being emotional.
So you have an emotional side. Tell me about that.
uncomfortable. The fact that he's doing this while she's helping him clean up horse shit is so crazy. Hey, I've noticed you have reactions to my actions. Would you say you're a whiny bitch-ass baby? Also, can you cover for Sarah tomorrow? She's gonna be busy making out with me. So the next time the show sends an elimination letter, instead of just ignoring it, which everyone has still been doing by the way, he sends her home.
Haley, I think you're gonna have to go home. I feel that we may have a disconnect, you know, with who I am as a person and who you are.
I think we may just have a disconnect with who I am, normal, and who you are, a whiny bitch-ass baby. And I literally can't make this up, guys. He starts crying while he's kicking her off the show for crying.
It's okay, don't be upset.
So it's actually great that he's been kissing everyone and getting a lot of practice with that, so that he knows how to kiss my ass. As the show gets closer to the finale, each farmer is down to 2 women. Yes, they actually did start making them kick people off. And to help them make their final decisions, the farmers get to meet the women's families, which is where it becomes very apparent that over the last nearly 6 weeks, they have learned nothing to answer this question, and doesn't. They just awkwardly move on to less touchy subjects, like their age gap.
How old? She's an old 23.
Ma'am, what does that mean? That makes no sense. That means nothing. Hey, can I rent this car? I'm 18. No, you have to be 25. But what if I'm an old 18? You still can't rent the car. Oh. Here's a gun though. Yay! The show also likes to make it a huge deal anytime one of the women dares to alter their lives in any way. It's exclusively the women being expected to change everything, move to the farm, work there for free, and never leave again. And that's a horse. I just described a horse. That's how a horse lives. Farmer actually wants a horse that can also wash his underwear. As the show gets closer to the final episode, they realize they have a little bit of a problem. Like I said, each farmer is supposed to be down to 2 women on their farm that they'll have to choose from during the finale. However, Ryan only has 1. Every woman on Ryan's farm has left. After he kicked Haley off for being too emotional, Lily, this woman, who is actively studying to be a mental health professional, sees this happen, recognizes it for the red flag that it is, and leaves without saying a word. She does write some though. She leaves a letter.
To Ryan, I've removed myself to help give you the clarity of your choice.
So that left Ryan with 2 women on his farm, both named Sarah, Sarah H and Sarah V. Yes, she is a person. No, she is not a daily moisturizing cream. Also, just a quick side note, but Sarah V does this thing where she changes her voice when she's talking to Ryan. And girl, stop! Girl, what are you doing? The other Sarah, Sarah H, also decides to leave the show because the moment she landed back home in New York, she was like, oh yeah, I don't want to go back there. No. That's a sidewalk. So instead of doing anything else about the fact that Ryan only has 1 woman left, the show decides the best course of action would be to go to Haley, to emotional Haley, and ask her to please come back.
Hello.
Hi.
I've missed you like crazy. I definitely want to have you back.
And how is that allowed? You can't just Control-Alt-Delete after kicking someone off the show. If the choices aren't final and can be undone, then how are we supposed to care about the choices? This is like when TV shows bring back dead characters so much that eventually you just don't even feel anything when a character dies.
Husband! I've been stabbed!
Oh no!
Tell the children I love them!
You're seriously asking me to do that? Seriously? When I've got kitchen tile to regrout? Farmer Landon is also choosing between 2 women with the same name. This is Ashley R and this is Ashley L. Did you get that? Have you got it? Please keep up. He ends up choosing Ashley L even though he's had a great connection with the other Ashley this entire time and he met her daughter.
Your mom had a favorite cow at my ranch that was black and white, just like your cat is.
Thank you.
I know it's just a part of the show and he didn't have a choice in meeting her family, but still, he brings her a stuffed animal and it's really sweet and he's always talking about how much he wants kids. He wants kids starting years ago, but he doesn't end up with the woman who had a kid years ago? That's literally what you wanted. She could not be a better match. Her head might as well be made of red phosphorus. The show continues to try and convince us that Ryan has a tough decision to make, even though there's still only 1 woman left on his farm.
Ryan is still torn between his 2 final ladies.
The decision is tough between the 2 girls.
They keep referencing the 2 ladies he has to choose from.
The 2 ladies that I have left.
His 2 final ladies.
Between the 2 girls. The 2 ladies that I have left. Haley, she's demanded that I be more vulnerable. You know, I don't know where she stands. I don't know if she's even gonna be here.
No. No, she's not. The only couple that makes any sense is Hunter and Megan. They're really sweet together. You can tell they actually like each other. So at least one happy couple came out of this. I mean, at least Landon and Ashley. I mean, Alan and Kelsey. I mean, Ryan and Sarah V.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to go further.
I feel like the show's premise only exists because of how women are often expected to integrate into a man's life fully and sacrifice individuality after marriage, while also reinforcing the incorrect mindset that women's mental and physical labor is not fiscally valuable, but is something they just owe to husbands, or in this case, random farmers. It makes no sense to me that the women in the show are being asked to work on a farm, keep a house clean, cook all the meals, and give birth to children, while the guys are being asked to work on a farm. Just that one. That's the only one. Plus, there's no incentive to be on the show. There's no money for winning, and the contestants are barely being paid for their time, which means that the only prize is getting to marry the farmer. That's like if Wheel of Fortune ended with you getting to adopt a puppy. Like, sure, that's great if you wanted that, but you didn't really need to go on a show for it. And now you have to clean up after it and feed it, and it's gonna hump your leg. And a puppy would be a handful too. Anyway, guys, it's 6:30, so I gotta go. I have farm stuff to do. Hey guys, my name is ChadChad. And every day I wake up, unfortunately, and see a clearly fake video on TikTok like a pregnant woman spending $70,000 to climb Mount Everest.
Baby has been kicking a lot. I spent 70 grand getting here and now they're all moving up without me. I don't know what to do.
But then I read the comments and to my dismay, they are eating it up. This can't be real. You can't be serious. This just can't be real. You're right. It can't. I've been getting really annoyed with the internet over this, and pretty self-righteous also, because how do you miss the blurred out Sora logo in the corner of the video? Or how do you miss the literal word Sora being in the account's username? But then I had to stop asking myself those questions because the worst possible thing happened. They got my ass too.
Couples therapy.
This is Paul and Stacy. According to their bio, they are a fun family that refuses to grow up. And then they have their business email right after that, which is pretty grown up if you ask me. We'd love to collaborate with you and hear some of your thoughts on content strategy. Goo goo gaga. They make a lot of videos where the husband scares the wife and she freaks out.
This is why you shouldn't scare your wife.
Or he scares her and she hits him in the balls.
This is why you shouldn't scare your wife.
But no matter what happens, she is gonna scream like a boiling tea kettle. Harmless prank is the best. Harmless? He shocked her and then drug her off the bed. She came crashing to the floor. What do you think a harmful prank is? Murder? I have to sit back in this chair because my back is killing me. They're basically the equivalent of those early 2010 YouTube couple prank channels where you had to suspend belief in order to accept that they're possibly surprised by pranks anymore. Oh no, here comes my husband holding a DSLR camera. I sure hope he's not about to dump water on me like he did yesterday. And the day before that. And the day before that. And the day before. Basically every video involves them terrorizing each other in some way. But these aren't the ones that got me, okay? The one that fooled me was this one. I saw this months before I knew who they were, and I was like, yeah, accidents happen. Plus, this is low-quality security camera footage, and nothing has ever been faked on a low-quality camera, except for the moon landing.
This is like something off of a movie. Rom-com IRL. This looks straight out of a rom-com. Why do people keep saying that this is a rom-com? If anything, this is like a crime doc. Look at this. Watch this. Get this man on a stretcher. Get this man to the ER.
Back to the video. I don't know what it is, but putting a date and timestamp in the corner of your video increases its believability on TikTok by about 75%. I think it's maybe because having security cameras inside your home is a fairly new concept we're being introduced to, so it's easier to fall for stuff like this when we're not used to people staging things this way. But Paul and Stacy aren't just staging pranks and injuries, they're also staging moments like this.
Let the little go so you can hold the big.
Shoot!
Aw man, I hate when the water I put on the pot to boil starts to boil in the pot full of water that I put on the stove to boil. Nothing's going my way today. I love everyone losing their minds over the spaghetti noodles getting cooked a little too much. What are we gonna do? My ravioli is getting ravi soft. Nothing's going my way. This whole thing is apparently enough of a disaster for her and her son to start screaming at the top of their lungs until the dad comes in to save the day. And not only does he come swooping in to do just that, but he comes in playing 1,000 Years by Christina Perri on his phone. He already had that playing. He already had that preloaded. And why would he do that? Why would his immediate reaction to both his wife and son screaming be to come in playing a song from Breaking Dawn Part 1? What if they were screaming because something actually terrible was happening? Dad, come quick! There's a guy in the kitchen wearing a mask and threatening us. He's saying terrible things. You're toast. Oh my god, Dad, he's gonna kill us! No, you're toast. It's burning. After he de-escalates the situation, the whole family shares a hug and sways to the music. And this is so weird. It's so weird and so strange, especially since their kid is involved.
One of their categories of videos is to just sit in the car and smash food into each other's faces while their kid sits in the back seat and fake laughs.
And songs we all pretend to know. Right now it feels ordinary.
Imagine being a kid and your parents are constantly making you act in TikTok videos where your role is yourself. A version of yourself that's having faux loving moments with your family. Not actual loving moments, but staged ones where there are millions of people and cameras watching you. Imagine how cool that would be. Dude, my life is like a movie because everything is scripted and there's not enough child labor laws in place to protect me.
Do you think they ever take their son to get ice cream and don't smash it in each other's faces in front of him? He's in the back seat like, guys, can I please just have an ice cream cone? For what? Can I just eat it this time, guys? Please.
I also kept getting videos from this account that's promoting skincare products, and her thing is to walk up to strangers and put something on their skin without their consent.
No. Oh. No, this is not happening, no.
Oh, no, is it?
No, you need to back away from me right now.
And when they react angrily or tell her to go away, she just won't.
I was gonna try my product out on you.
No, I'm gonna call the police. You're gonna have to get away from me.
No matter how many times they tell her, no thank you, or we're not interested, she just keeps shoving it in their faces.
Oh my gosh. Excuse me, please get back.
I know the saying all PR is good PR, but when it comes to selling products on TikTok, I don't know how beneficial it actually is to just make people think that you're a despicable public nuisance. Banana, she has multiple videos where she does this to a teenage girl and their mom will freak out.
We do videos on TikTok. I didn't mean to scare you, but I just wanted to try and see.
No, I'm good. I don't want to buy your Vibe facial system. No, thank you.
Are you sure? I harass people and don't respect their boundaries.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Yeah, let me get one. Her script usually goes something like, no, it's okay. I'm testing my facial product.
I'm actually testing out my facial product. I wanted to try it on her.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Bye.
No, it's okay. You don't understand. I'm doing something. No, it's okay. Let me do something. I'm doing something. I'm in bed now because my back hurts, and I also started my period. And also, I'm gonna jump off a cliff. She'll also point out people's flaws so she can fix them.
I'm sorry, you just have some acne on your face.
That is my daughter.
She has some acne.
I'm sorry.
So not only is she pretending to harass people, she's also insulting them. It's like pushy car salesman meets passive-aggressive mom. You want this car? No thanks. Are you sure? It looks like you've gained some weight. What does that have to do with anything? It's energy efficient, unlike you. You look tired. I'm just not wearing makeup. It's got a very spacious cabin, which you're gonna need. Mom. She also goes up to people and sticks this big-ass mask on their face.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
Which has this comically long cord and battery pack attached to it that's just swinging around, hitting everything.
Try this. Put it on. Try it. Try it. It's for
for your face. It's hideous.
This thing is called the Age Rewind Miracle Mask, and according to their website, it targets the appearance of fine lines. But if you don't believe it, check out their customer results. Clearly it worked for this real human woman. I love this product. I have never looked better. At least it's only $400 and sold out. And this part looks like a ball sack. Another kind of fake video I keep getting are these dumbass promos for
no free promo. No free promo.
There's this AI app that claims it can find your partner on dating apps using a picture of their face and their name. And the only promotion I ever see for it is through these undisclosed scripted promos that are just pure rage bait.
Who are you? I'm my ex-wife. Who are you? Are you one of his Tinder dates?
Can we not do this here? Like,
wait, you said you weren't married?
Look,
yeah, no, he's married, and we have 2 kids.
Guys, this is a nice place. Can we not?
You have kids?
Guys, please relax, okay? This is a nice place. That's why I'm wearing a faded Flash t-shirt and cargo shorts. They'll literally plaster the name and logo of the app all over the video, and somehow the comments are never talking about how it's an ad.
This is a beautiful poster of your Tinder that you can go hang up in your new home, and you're gonna find a new place to go, and you're gonna hang this beautiful poster. Look at this beautiful poster.
There's so many accounts that make these promos, but I get a lot from these two specifically. I think they're partners in real life, and they catch each other cheating every single day.
What is this?
It's your birthday present. See, I got you cheater cookies. I made those myself. And red flag cupcakes, since you're a walking red flag. Unwrap your present. Unwrap it.
Oh man, I wonder what she got him. I sure hope it's a comically large screenshot of the no free promo app and logo.
Wow.
Printed out on poster board. And then on his account, he has a video where he gives her those same cookies because he also caught her cheating on him.
Surprise. Do you love it? Because you're a cheater and a walking red flag. I mean, I don't understand what else. Open your birthday gift.
Right now?
Yes, open the gift.
Oh man, I wonder what he got her. Oh my god. I just can't figure it out. I don't have no idea what it is. Is it a pony? Is it a puppy?
Oh my goodness, look at that.
On one hand, it's frustrating to see the comments eating this up, but on the other hand, it's mostly because people are concerned for her because they've made videos where she packs up their kids and leaves the house to try and escape him, or videos where he's being a total asshole to her.
Ever since that moment,
excuse me?
You've smelled like shit.
Oh, so that must be why you made a Tinder then. Making some bullshit up.
Maybe I made a Tinder because I don't want to be with somebody who smells like manure.
There are a lot of videos that I'm not including because they're very triggering, including him yelling, throwing things, berating her. Actually crazy to stage this kind of stuff. Crazy in general, just to stage this. But to do it in order to promote an app that I'm assuming you're getting paid to promote, it's crazy. It's crazy and I hate it and you suck. Just wanted to say that on my webcam angle, that is not off-putting at all. So,
you know, just faking a situation that countless women go through every single day so that they can get us to download this shitty ass dookie fart fuck app. And I know what you're thinking, guys. I can't believe an AI app doesn't care about having ethical marketing either. I'm just as shocked as you are. I also can't believe the sky is blue. But out of all of these, I feel like this account has both the highest production quality and the highest deception rate. They make these staged college classroom videos where a student or a professor is really pissed off.
I have a PhD. That is a doctor. Thank you very much. Don't forget. Yes, sir.
You have a 1.4 on Ray My Professor. I'm not even in this class.
Now,
I've been going around to the worst teachers' classrooms.
This is my classroom.
I'm helping you out.
And you will never guess why they make these videos, ever. Not in a million years will you guess this. Ever, ever, ever. Never. Unless you guess that is to promote another fucking dookie shit ass fart fuck AI app. Then you'd be right.
If you have a problem with my teaching style, you can leave.
Are you kidding me? Because you can't teach and you are literally setting us up for failure. I have to turn to things like Save My GPA that will literally reteach me everything. I upload the entire textbook and then I have to use this, solely this.
Because of you, I have to use this AI app that improves my learning efficiency. Here's what it looks like, by the way. Here's where you can download it and check it out. Also, here's my discount code. Use my code too while you're at it. They always stand up to the professor and hashtag own them by bringing up their Rate My Professor score.
And the textbook is available at the bookstore and it's going to cost about $500.
I have a question. I was just wondering, why do you have a 1.4 on Rate My Professor?
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a weed out class. Okay?
Dude, this is a weed out class? That's sick. Guys, get your weed out.
No, the teacher said he's fine with it. I rarely see comments acknowledging that these are all ads, at least in the top comments anyway, but it also seems like they're not paying attention to the website plug at all. In fact, they're mostly talking about how these videos just prove that college is a scam.
Dr. Democrat for sure. School's a scam. Drop out and start a business. Charlie Kirk was right. College is a scam.
It's pretty funny to make an ad for a learning tool, and everyone's response to be, learning is bad actually. Hey, check out this soft recyclable toilet paper. No thanks, I don't believe in all that. Recycling? No, wiping. After seeing how unchecked most of these videos go, I decided to run a few tests. I wanted to prove how easy it is to fool people online, even if you're really bad at it. And barely trying. So I started faking things. Something your mom has never said to me, by the way.
For my first stage video, I asked my friend Tom to pretend to be a complete stranger who's knocking on my hotel room door because he really has to take a shit. Like he really has to go really bad, like he can barely hold it in.
Oh, thank God. Hi.
Hello?
Do you mind if I use your restroom?
I don't know.
I'll be in and out, I promise.
This one was pretty tough to film because Tom was so in character that I kept falling to the ground laughing.
You let yourself up here?
I told the guy down there I had to go. If you want me to go in the hall, I'll tell him you didn't let me.
I don't.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, the comments didn't really buy this one, except for a couple who are just confused. They're not really fooled. They're just lost. However, I'm still gonna count this one as a win because the woman staying in the hotel room next to mine opened her door to ask if everything was okay.
I'm sorry. We're recording the video.
Okay.
I'm not.
Thank you.
Sorry.
So technically this one was a success without even having to post it on the internet. We already had someone convinced that there was actually a strange guy who really needed to shit in my hotel room. Shout out to her for checking in on us. Also, I'm very sorry you had to open your hotel room door to this.
No.
By the time I made my second video, I realized I wasn't gonna fool anybody unless I used the tried and true methods. So I put a date and timestamp on there to try and make it look like security camera footage. But I can't quite get my voice to do this. So instead, I just used an actual tea kettle.
Oh no! No! Oh my God, I burned the water! I ruined the tea!
I also don't have a son that I can use for content. A human son, anyway.
Oh my God! Are these for me?
I'm also gonna count this one as a success because this person commented, I know it's not the point of the video and I'm not here to chastise, but wireless cameras in your home is a huge security risk. Your videos are safe and available to anyone via a data breach, and that's putting aside that the cameras themselves are also secure. For my last one, I wanted to dip my toes into the classroom genre of staged content, which was gonna take a bit more effort, so I had a brainstorming session with my friends to figure all that out. I had also just finished watching the final season of Stranger Things, but that had little to no effect on anything.
I don't understand. Could you say that again in English, please?
If this is me and this is you,
That's
and
him.
this is the classroom. I need that later. No one.
I don't understand. Are we in a classroom or are we not in a classroom?
This is the classroom.
Okay.
I want this goddamn TikTok's heart on a platter. This is the only way.
I think this might just be crazy enough to work.
Let's do it.
When I was editing this one, I tried to use this format that the classroom video accounts will do, where they put the most interesting part of the video at the beginning, and then the actual video starts.
Can you put that away? Are you watching a video in my class?
It's a ChadChad video.
I have a PDH. Do you understand? You're not listening.
None of us like you.
And it paid off. Everyone believed this was real. Don't check the comments though. Yet another successful experiment. Being on the internet right now, especially with AI and how quickly that's evolving, it's more important than ever to not take everything you see online at face value. It's very important that we all doubt everything. Because if it's this easy to fake a video about your spouse cheating on you or a whole college classroom, imagine how easy it is to fake a video of your morning routine, or how perfectly organized your closet is, or how this serum on TikTok Shop made your skin flawless and perfect. So if something makes you feel bad or angry or inadequate on the internet, it's pretty safe to assume that it was designed to do so. Because the only thing that's 100% real is reality and my teaching qualifications. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing. subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, my name is ChadChad. Not really. Y'all remember when people lost their minds over the limited launch of Valentine's Day themed Stanley Cups and would do anything to get one, including waiting in line overnight or even starting group-wide fights?
Get him! Get him! Stop him! Stop him!
That was crazy. Thank God in 2025 we've learned from our mistakes and nothing like that will ever happen again. Over the last 5-ish years, it seems like drinkware has become less about staying hydrated and more of a collecting hobby for some. Whether it's Hydro Flasks, Stanley Cups, this tumbler from Buc-ee's, I would walk barefoot over hot coals for this thing. That's not a joke, I'm not kidding. And as of a couple weeks ago, the Bear Cup from Starbucks. This thing was announced on Starbucks' TikTok page on November 4th and it got crazy interaction. It had about 2.3 million likes. You'd think that might tip them off that there would be a lot of interest in this cup, but I guess they don't understand supply and demand, especially when the demands are to give their employees a better work environment. The cup is a pretty basic glass bear with a hat on top, which is pretty cute. Putting hats on top of things that shouldn't have hats on is always gonna be cute. They got us there. But for $30, I don't know, maybe it could have a handle. Maybe you could hold it in any other way than grabbing it by the neck. Bears don't like that when you do that to them. Trust me, I've tried. Or maybe it could fit in a cup holder. Any cup holder. But despite the price and the impractical design, these things sold out basically everywhere in minutes.
The store is now open.
Run.
Or sometimes in seconds.
Oh. That's it. We only had 6.
And I guess that makes sense for a high-ticket item like this was. Everyone wanted to get their hands on it. I mean, their paws on it. But I don't think that's the only reason they sold out so quickly. I think it probably had to do with Starbucks putting an average of 3 cups in each location.
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Have the things in the cup. I hope that makes you feel better.
Thank you for hitting me.
No matter which store people went to, there were never enough cups to go around. And I know Starbucks isn't technically a store, it's a coffee shop, so it's not like they have tons and tons of shelves that they can stock full of cups. But still, the marketing for this cup got so much interaction that they had to know they were gonna need more than 3 cups per store. By the way, I'm not being hyperbolic when I say that. There were genuinely only a handful, pawful, and that was before people kept dropping them on the ground.
Alright folks, now we gotta leave some space so that I can sweep this mat. Please leave a path to get to the register.
Don't put that sound effect and be like, ah ha ha, he's stressed out. Bitch, you are stressing him out. Get out of the way. It's insane that they are actually so unaware of their surroundings. They have so much tunnel vision. They're blocking the employees off with their bodies. To Raycon for sponsoring, and let's get back to the video. So far, I haven't found one video where the store had more than a single-digit supply of cups.
Hi guys, welcome.
Do you have the glass bears?
We only have 1.
You're lying.
But what's even crazier than them failing to predict this is the fact that they also didn't enforce any kind of limits on how many cups each person could get.
They told me there was only going to be 4. People going crazy, like damn, leave some for the rest of us.
People were just allowed to walk in and grab as many of these cups as they wanted, which means the resellers flocked to these cups like bees to honey, or bears to honey. Or flies to honey. Everyone likes honey. And now if I look up Bear Cup Starbucks, the first things I see are people relisting the Bear Cups on Etsy, on eBay. This one is for $300 on Mercari. This one is listed for $2.5 million. So best of luck to them with that. Hope that sells quickly. People were standing in line anywhere from 3 a.m. in the morning to 9 p.m. the night before.
Social media videos showed customers camping out in order to get their hands on one.
I have no chance.
People were so committed to getting this cup that they were even willing to commit crimes.
We out here camping. I got the porta potty, toilet paper, wipes, and 2 chairs.
Is this a joke? Is this a meme? Are we memeing? Been at Starbucks since 10 p.m. for the Hello Kitty and glass bear drop. I even brought my portable potty. I'm not losing my spot. Why did she phrase it? I even brought my portable potty. Like it's a fun fact. Like that's an additional fun fact. None of this is fun facts. I'm gonna be sitting out here for hours. And I even am gonna be shitting out here for hours. It makes literally no sense to me why you wouldn't have some kind of limit per person on the cups right out the gate, especially based on how past holiday launches have gone. Get up, get up! History tends to repeat itself. History tends to repeat itself. Imagine having such a wanted product, seeing people start queuing up the day before and going, wow, this is great. Everyone will be respectful and only grab as many cups as they need. Are you sure? I mean, there's something called greed. Yes, I love Michael B. Jordan. So you've been standing in line for hours or all night even. Your feet hurt, it's cold, the woman in front of you is shitting into a bucket. And after all that, you still don't get a cup because the guy in front of you swipes them all so he can list them on eBay for 17 times the price.
Just bought this cup for $30. In 20 minutes, it's sold right there. $215.
This guy. Surely that wouldn't cause people to fight each other or anything. That wouldn't. Okay, this is literally the second TikTok I'm watching about this, and the first words are, okay, fine, call the cops on me. I don't care, call the cops on me. But some people didn't even have to go to eBay to turn a profit on this because they started getting offers for the cup right there in line.
And I walk in and some girl is checking out with it. So I go up to her and I'm like, can I please buy that off of you? I've been looking for this cup. I will do anything. I have $1,000 in my car cash I can give you.
Hang on a second, pause. That is crazy. Why would you spend that much money on something as trivial as a cup just because you want that specific one? That would be like spending thousands of dollars on a piece of cardboard.
Oh my God, Bill!
No one would ever do that. The worst part of all of this, obviously, is how people were treating the employees, who are, by the way, already going through it. Don't buy Starbucks right now. There's a strike going on for unfair labor practices. I guess they forgot how to treat their employees well. I guess someone should get them a refresher. Turns out when you market a cute cup to people who love cute cups and then don't send enough cute cups to stores, the first people to get blamed are not the executives who made those choices, it's the employees. Employees! Some people immediately decided that the reason for low stock in stores was because the employees were buying all the cups.
So, employees ourselves were scheduled to be in the store at 5:30.
So she's working.
It's so cool that all three of these people are yelling at this guy at the same time. It's also so cool that we're filming this so we can try and get him in trouble later.
She's not allowed to. She's on the clock. So she's shopping on Starbucks clock.
Thank goodness this woman is here. I was beginning to worry no one was around to advocate for the billion-dollar corporation.
She's shopping on Starbucks clock.
And you're hopping on Starbucks's clock. Hop off of that thing. Stop riding them. Trying to get an employee in trouble and potentially messing with their livelihood because you didn't get the product you want is slimeball behavior. I'm sorry. Slimeball core. I saw so many TikToks where people were claiming the cups were gone because the employees probably bought them all.
The barista mug was never on the shelf. The employees' props bought it, annoyed emoji.
Which I think is a pretty unfair conclusion to come to when the employees had nothing to do with how many cups were sent to each store. It was the company that decided to use scarcity marketing for this entire campaign and make people feel like they missed out on this one so that next time they'll be more likely to try and get one. It's not like they sent hundreds of cups to each store and the employees stashed them all away. The employees aren't napping in the back rooms on a big pile of bear cups like Smaug. I feel like a more accurate metaphor for this would be throwing a big juicy steak in front of a group of starving lions.
I'm so hungry, by the way.
And then turning to the squirrels and being like,
okay, don't let them eat any of this steak or you're fired.
I haven't. On top of all of this, employees had to deal with people like this.
I was here at 5:30. I've been sitting in my car. I sat in car.
Stop talking over her. Yes, oh my God. This is giving me PTSD, like flashbacks to working in a call center. This is terrible.
Show me the cameras, please.
I can't show you the cameras.
But you can. You're claiming.
Bro, she just said she can't show you the cameras. Oh my God.
Okay, we're not going to serve you, unfortunately.
Well, you have to.
No, they don't.
I cannot show you the
cameras. So go look at the cameras.
There was maybe like 9 people lined up, but they were lined up at the exit. So I walked up and stood at the entrance.
It doesn't matter if the line is over here or if it's a few feet over here. This is still the line. It doesn't matter if you walk up and you just decide to start your own line based on the sign in front of the doors. The doors both open. People enter through the exit all the time, every day.
It doesn't matter.
So everybody pushes through, all right? I was one of those people, but I was in the front.
You were in the front because you created your own line.
I'm on his side. Who forms a line at an exit? And then he replied to that comment and said, people that use a lot of pronouns. How? I'm sorry, but if they lined up at the wrong spot, he's right.
No, he's not.
What is, I'm so angry. It looks like they're not going to be restocking the Bear Cup because, like I said, they're trying to make you feel like you missed out so that next time you get in line a week before launch. That's a lot of poop buckets. Things are going to get pretty grisly. I do feel kind of bad for the people who really wanted a Bear Cup but couldn't get one, so I decided to recreate it right here in my home so that I can have it, not you. You still don't have one. Hey guys. Hi. We have 10 minutes to make a Bear Cup from scratch. Also, we weren't allowed to make a plan before this, so we're going into this blind. Call us mice with no tails because that guy's wife cut them off with a farmer's knife. Start the timer. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we have 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes to make a Bear Cup is easy.
Here's the plan, hold on.
Okay.
We're going over here actually. This is what Minto does to all of her toys. She tears them up and she rips everything out of them. So I think we can use something like this and we can put the cup inside. Wait, okay, so look, here's one with a hole in the top
This
already.
kind of feels like really
This
promising.
is basically a bear if you take away the P and the inguin. Wait, okay, so here's a squid.
Okay.
Wait, this is like a perfect hole in the top like that.
It is, but does it resemble a bear enough?
If you take away the S and the quid.
Yeah.
Me when I'm British and I'm robbing you.
Take away the quid.
Take away the quid.
Take away the quid. Sorry.
There has to be something
This one.
bearish.
This simply won't.
Me when I'm a stockbroker and I'm looking at the S&P 500. Wait. That's a log.
Yeah, but it's close.
Wait.
It's close to kind of like, whoa.
That's a monkey.
Okay.
Well, this is a bear.
Okay, actually we could use this.
Now that I'm thinking about it, this is a bear. We have 5 minutes
Okay, go,
left.
go, go,
We
go,
have
go,
to
go.
go.
This has a hat on it. I feel like we could use that.
That's important. All right.
Can we get the bill?
This is very wait, hold on.
Me when I'm trying to decide who's paying the check at dinner. Don't film her for this part.
We have 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
Okay.
There's like a label on the Bear Cup. We need to put our brand label on the Bear Cup.
Okay, alright, what's our label?
Bear CUP.
Bear, I'm assuming the letters.
Boy is drinking water to show solidarity.
Okay.
5
seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we have our very own. As you can see, we have all the basic functions that Bro.
I'll take over from here.
Bro.
This is our Bear Cup.
Bro.
Decked out in all of the bear necessities.
Bye guys. Here's my password.
Oh, thanks.
I just found it. I guess we should fight over the cup now.
I don't really want to fight over this. I think I
Give
this one, dude. Give me the cup. It's spilling.
Give it to me, bro.
It's spilling.
Give it.
I'm trying to finish my.
You know who really deserves this Bear Cup? Is that little lady right there. There you go.
Oh, sorry.
Excuse me. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, Bear. Hey guys, it's Halloween or November, so it's time for scary things. Spiders, ghosts, mysterious illness that causes you to lay in bed for 4 months and get one of your fallopian tubes surgically removed because it's swollen to the size of a golf ball. Zombie clowns! One of my favorite parts of October or Halloween is getting to watch as many horror movies as possible. Because I love horror movies, whether they're good ones or awful ones. Especially if they're awful ones. I also love horror games. One of the only ways I could fall asleep in college was by watching horror game playthroughs on YouTube. I don't know why, there's just something about it that relaxes me. It's serene. It's quiche scent. But I realized despite being a huge fan of horror games, I've never actually played one. It's always just kind of felt like something I should leave to the professionals, you know? Plus, I'm skilled. But today, that's gonna change. I'm gonna play scary games for the first time and I'm not gonna be scared at all. Because I'm gonna try and find the worst ones I can to make sure they're not too scary because I'm still very, very super scared. Oh, okay. I'm filming, so that means boy needs to get up into this chair. Stinky butt. Oh my god. Okay, first scary iPad game, we're gonna play Scary Teacher 3D. Spooky, spooky, spooky. I figured if I was looking for terrible scary games, the best place to start would be the App Store. The story is about a genius girl and her worst high school teacher. The scary teacher has been threatening kids, giving physical punishment, and at times torturing kids. She can't do that. That's illegal. Now, this scary teacher has relocated as your neighbor, and you have decided to teach her a lesson by scaring her. I also figured it would be hard to actually get scared if I was holding an iPad. I can't possibly get jump scared while playing on the same device that babies wipe their slimy hands on while their parents drink IPAs at their local brewery. You know? No, I don't want your notifications. Notify this. You have to teach her lesson by setting up pranks in-house. Why is this kid kneeling over here like that? Find Mousetrap and place it on the table to torture Miss T.
Oh, what a pleasant day it is.
She seems nice, low-key. I don't know why we're doing this. Place Mousetrap on the table. Why? Did we do it?
Today's the day I make the front cover of the paper.
Why does she think she would be on the cover of the paper? For torturing kids? For her trial? Her public trial and execution? I hope.
Ah!
Oh.
My hand! My hand!
Yeah! Yeah, that's what you get! Unfortunately, playing games made mostly for children, while it meant they weren't too scary, meant having to deal with the fact that they're basically made to get kids to charge their mom's credit card a bunch of times on accident or on purpose. I don't know if your kid is a little shit or not. I don't know. Use key, hammer, or lockpick. I don't have a key or a hammer or a lockpick. I have to buy. I can't proceed unless I... The scariest thing about this game so far is the f***ing microtransactions. Now we have to ruin Miss T's dress to prevent her from going to her masquerade party. Yeah, that ought to teach her. That'll show her to literally physically torture children.
What should I wear to the masquerade party?
What should I wear to the masquerade party? Even though this game had its downfalls, at least it wasn't too scary. Like, at least it didn't scare me. Torture. She has a room just for torture. She has an electric chair. Oh my god. And then she has...
I will hang you by your tail, you rat!
So at least I wasn't scared. Scary Dancing Lady horror game. Horror game where scary dancing lady is dancing and is scary. Woohoo! No! Don't miss the chance to experience the spine-chilling dance of death firsthand. The horror mystery game that will send shivers down your spine. Okay, our spine is about to be super cold. I honestly wish I could say my spine was chilly during this game, but I didn't get to play it, really, at all. I can't do anything? What, I can't move? Quality training guaranteed? So the temperature of my spine was pretty average. Call me a Colleen Hoover book because of how uncool my spine is. You have been locked. And now we have to watch a fucking ad. King shot? Yeah, because it's definitely not king shit. The frequency of ads in this game was so crazy that I couldn't even walk 10 steps forward without interruption. Find the key. It is somewhere in the room. Conference coverage! I even tried playing in airplane mode and the game somehow transcended the need for an internet connection and just kept feeding me ads. Oh, okay, it's right there. Grab it.
Oh, no, no, no. Back again. Hands off my raft and my cup.
Are you freaking kidding me? I've played the game for 10 seconds. I don't give a fuck about that puppy. I think what makes the ads so insulting is that they didn't even bother putting sound effects or music or voice acting in this game. At most, I got about 10 seconds of consecutive gameplay, and this is how that went. Oh, why am I taking video? The camera is out of battery. Head to the basement and search for the battery. Why is there...
I just found the most fun new game mode inside of Fortnite Mobile. First off, thank you so much to Epic Games for sponsoring this video. Let's jump right into it.
So this one I'm actually pretty excited for. This one is Ghost Detector Radar Camera, the only ghost detector app that shows you detected ghosts floating in your home. I was expecting this one to actually be able to scan my environment, but instead it was just kind of this green hazy plane. Hello?
Ghost signal acquired.
Where is he? Bro, let me talk to you.
Signal lost.
He just ghosted me. I was trying not to take it personally, but it really seemed like ghosts are either super standoffish or don't want to talk to me specifically, which is crazy because you're in my office. What do you mean you're living in my house and you want nothing to do with me? I thought you were a ghost, not my wife. What kind of entity are you? I am what you most desire. Their Mountain Dew voltage. Do you want to hurt me? I seek to inflame your passions, your lusts, your desires. Bro is hitting on me. Bro wants me.
Scan terminated.
Wait, where did he go? Where did the demon of passion go? No, we had something. Okay, let me see if I can find another one. Let me see if I have any demons inside of me. I could have just a minute ago. In here, maybe? They're not talking to me. After successfully playing iPad games without getting scared a single time, I decided to step it up a little bit. No more silly business, okay? I decided to take it a little more seriously by playing scary games on Fortnite. Okay, so first we're gonna play this game called The Family, parentheses, horror. This guy kind of looks like the guy from Shameless, you know? So does this guy, actually. And this guy. They all look like, this is the same face. They all have the same face. Probably because they're family. You are a Special Forces officer. Your task is to find and contain a haunted family deep in the woods in an abandoned mansion. You now need to enter the mansion and extract the haunted family in time. We're extracting the haunted family? The spooky, scary family? Why? Why are we saving them? Look at them. I don't want to extract this. I already have some experience with Fortnite horror maps. I played this one last year with my friend Gabby Bell. Horror tubbies? This is so scary. But there's a lot of security in playing with someone else and hearing your friend's voice in the spooky environment with you. It's kind of reassuring. So doing this by myself was less than fortuitous. Was kind of unfortunate. I just hoarded.
The family living in this house have been possessed. Your task is to free them and get them back safely. If they get hostile, just know to defend yourself. Whatever happens, let them live. We need them for research.
For research? I gotta find a way to get into the house. Oh, well, we couldn't possibly get in here. How are we supposed to get past this nightstand, bro? I guess we're not allowed to harm the nightstand either. The plot of this game was pretty confusing, mostly because it's trying to be Resident Evil 7. There's even the same scene where you wake up sitting at the dining room table with the family surrounding you. Oh, no. Why is he headbutting us like that? There's also a member of the family who's clearly just supposed to be Zoe Baker, and her only role in the game is to knock on the door constantly. Who is knocking? Well, someone get the door. Ew!
I can help you. You just gotta let me back in. She is holding us captive. Come to the garage.
And her unintentional role was to jump scare the shit out of me when my teammates triggered her cutscenes without me. I'm not going.
Hey, I can actually help you. You just gotta let me back in.
In true Resident Evil 7 fashion, the main spooky thing in the game is the guy roaming the hallway. The voice acting is amazing. Wait, what's happening? Oh, guys, he's right there. What are we doing? No, no, bro. No, no, he saw me. No. And then at some point, all of these things join together and create the most confusing, overstimulating gameplay imaginable. Oh, that's what we need. But I don't know why we need that, because we're literally not supposed to hurt the family. Yes, we have the gun for our non-violent mission. But despite all of this, we ended up doing what we set out to do, which was to save this poor, tormented family and get them out of that house safe and alive. Because, and I can't stress this enough, we need them alive for research. Why are we shooting him? They told us not to shoot. They told us not to shoot him, bro. We're supposed to be non-violent. So he's fine, right? Like, he's okay. This one is called Darkness, parentheses, horror. You visit your deceased grandfather's apartment to retrieve your family's photo album. However, it seems you're not alone. Bugs or questions? Questions, please. Why would I choose bugs? Bugs? No, thank you. A lot of this game was just stumbling around in the dark until something jumps out at you, which I guess given the name makes sense, so I'm not really allowed to complain about that. I should have seen that coming, or not seen that coming. What time is it? Why did we come in the dead of night to get a photo album? What's happening? Why is... Turn on power. Stop. What is that? Aw, ugly ass. Oh, look at how we're running. Why do they insist on nerfing our run? I don't like how their usernames aren't popping up above their head, because then when I look at this guy, he just looks like he belongs in this game. It's just a jump scare. The plot is also pretty lacking, because what do you mean we're at our deceased grandfather's apartment looking for a photo album, but we haven't actually seen a photo album or been given any hints on how to find said photo album? Is there a photo album? Does the album even exist? Is our grandpa even dead? Well, clearly he doesn't want to be bothered right now, so maybe we should come back at a normal hour for the photo album. Whiny, ugly ass. Oh, we literally never find the photo album. We just end up walking around in the basement with some scary barefoot mannequins. Ah! But we did end up finding something even more important. Oh. Guys, I found the bugs. God, bugs. We should really tell someone about this. Michael Jackson Horror 3. I don't know, guys. I don't know how to intro this one. It just is, okay? And sometimes things just is. Even if you don't know how to explain why something is, that doesn't mean that it isn't, or that it doesn't. Because it does. It's just a squirrel. That's a squirrel too. Well, looks like I'm locked inside. Be our guest ass table. In this game, you're actually given an objective, crazy, I know, which is to bring Michael Jackson back to life via satanic ritual. And in order to do that, I have to run upstairs and then downstairs. And then upstairs and then downstairs. And then upstairs and then down. I have hidden the bedroom key into the bath downstairs to keep it safe. Oh, well, of course, that's perfect. That makes perfect sense. Of course, you would keep the key downstairs after telling me to come upstairs to find the key. Look around for clues about the key. Okay, Mr. Jackson, where's the key? But all of the running back and forth on fetch quests is worth it. The work is important and worth it and has to be done. Find a lighter to light up the candles. Bitch, they're already lit! Take these ones right here and then light the other ones with those. Oh my god. Cursed book. Better pick this up! The worst part of the scary Fortnite games was that after every jump scare, you get awarded XP. Sure hope no one's in here. You are! I think I ripped an incision. It's like a quiet taunting from the game. It's very inflammatory to me. I bet you thought I was gonna put the E sound effect right there when I said me, but I didn't. I wouldn't. because that would be very annoying of me. One of the scariest parts of this one was how the house had coffins scattered everywhere. I'm being brave. I'm being a brave. Is he dead? I mean, and you had no idea which ones Mr. Michael Jackson was gonna jump out of and which ones were just regular coffins, you know, like the regular ones that everyone decorates their homes with. After messing around with these silly little games, it was finally time. I had played iPad games, I had played Fortnite games, and I hadn't been scared once. So I was finally ready for the real stuff. I wanted the scariest experience I could possibly have, so I figured what's more scary and immersive than feeling like you're actually in the game? And then I figured, what if I got a VR headset? And then I figured, what if I used a VR headset for the first time with no previous experience on a computer that can barely run a VR game and gave myself like a day to figure it all out? What if I did that? Hey guys, I've been trying to set this up literally all day. It's almost 6 p.m. and I still haven't recorded fucking shit. And my poster keeps falling down. Originally, I found 3 VR games to try out because I was naive and stupid. Little did I know that it would feel like a miracle to get 1 VR game to work, let alone 3. I accidentally nerfed my whole plan because I was intentionally seeking bad games, which meant I was looking through bad VR games. And if you sort by reviews on Steam and look at the lowest ones, they're not rated poorly because they have plot holes or something. They're rated poorly because the game doesn't fucking work. Guys, I'm not even moving. This home is in disarray. Okay guys, this is actually pretty unplayable. Do you see? No, not really. The next game I played was called The Eerie Inn, and we start out somewhere in the middle of the desert with our friend Jen, or maybe my name is Jen, I can't remember. And at first it seems like something happened to cause us to be here walking on the side of the road, like we're tired, we're complaining about walking for so long.
I'm gonna collapse if we don't find somewhere to rest soon. We've been walking for the last several hours.
But when this guy pulls up in his truck, Jen, or not Jen, reveals that we're actually doing this on purpose.
We're big hiking fans. Better for the body and soul, you know?
Just tell him our social security numbers, why don't you? So obviously, Jen and I decide to check into the inn that this random man recommended to us during a big, juicy expo dump.
It was opened recently by a young couple, Thomas and Laura Kinsey, if memory serves. Met them once when they just moved in a few months ago. Came around to fix the electrical wiring.
Why is he giving us all this information, bro? Excuse me?
No breakfast served or any meal for that matter, so you better have brought some food with you.
Oh my f***ing god. Put that kid on a leash. Most of the game is just Jen being a terrible friend and sending me to do everything by myself while she sits on her ass and complains.
You go talk to them. Oh, and the shower head's broken. Could you ask if they have a spare one somewhere?
She just has me doing literally everything. Like all she's doing is wearing a shower dress.
Ah, there you are. Took you a while to get the shower head.
You could have done it.
I think we need something to properly attach it all together. Could you go downstairs and find something we could use?
Bro.
Since I'm already in my pajamas, do you mind taking our dirty clothes down there? Please?
I swear to God. After we go to bed, my character decides to steal all of the keys from behind the front desk and unlock every single room in the inn. Because something just feels off. I am honestly the problem in this situation. I keep just walking around to people's rooms trying to unlock them. Oh my God. The rapture happened. I don't want to be walking around. I don't want to do that. I'm going down here, I'm going down here, I'm going down here, I'm going down here, I'm going down here. 3, 7, 8, 2.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Put some shoes on. The morning after I snoop through the entire inn, Jin wakes me up like this.
For a second, I thought you were never gonna wake up. Are you ready for our little hiking trip?
I'm ready for you to fuck the hell off. Also that we can go on our little hiking trip, which is just us walking next to the road again.
I think the Kinseys are hiding something.
Oh my God, this guy is coming back.
The ghost of the boy still haunts the house. I've seen it. At first I thought I was hallucinating, but now I am sure
Very slowly. Yeah, we're huge hiking fans. We just love seeing all the sights. You guys have got to hike down I-40 if you haven't. The views are stunning. The same guy who recommended the inn to us pulls up in his truck again, and he's like, "What are you ladies doing out here all alone?"
Everything okay there?
Which the first time he did that, I was like, "Okay, sir, that's weird. You're being weird." But this time, he kind of has a point. What are we doing out here, actually? But he lets us know that he's met the owners of the inn before, and our stories just aren't adding up.
Thomas Kinsey, white dude, average height, skinny man with a lot of attitude.
Guys, I met Mr. Kinsey. He's an African American, and he definitely ain't no skinny man.
After this astonishing revelation, we go back to the inn. We choose to go back to the haunted inn with the mean people who are not who they say they are.
You better have brought some food with you.
So honestly, whatever happens next is kind of on us. Okay, she's still got the dogs out, so she's fine. Can you see that I'm shaking? My hands are literally shaking, look. I hate having to open so many... Stop. What the fuck? Why does everyone have a shower dress except for me? Okay, I'm brave, and I can do it. This is just a game. By the way, this isn't real. Shower dresses are fake. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off! The final scary game I played was called Cinderella VR. And this game may look innocent and fun, but guys, it's honestly terrifying. So if you get easily scared, skill issue, but also do not hesitate to sit this one out. It's pretty tough to watch.
This dinner is terrible.
I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, boo.